Now do the $20 hit, man.
That was all my money.
You're fucking doing this, man. Holy fuck. Holy fuck! Stop yelling at me.
Daddy's got the fucking sugar now.
You fucking come over here where it's safe. That's it, mate. Come on.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Clarence, mate, you alright? Oh,
Yeah, that was a good one.
fuck, get out of there.
Fucking hell. Poor cunt.
Oh, yeah, Clarence, mate, yeah, should be alright now.
Yeah, mate.
Jesus.
Just hold on.
No. Fucking early. Fucking saw that scene of War of the Worlds? Have you seen War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
The lightning's just fucking constantly coming down and fucking hitting. The fucking tripods come out and they fucking start killing
You're missing
everyone.
a once-in-a-lifetime sighting here. Major live in concert.
Hey?
You're missing the whole thing, cunt.
You seen the original War of the Worlds?
Yes, mate.
Clarence, I'm fucking sorry, mate. What we can do? Holy shit! Oh god!
Just hang in there, mate.
It looks like he's still breathing. He's still breathing.
Look, Clarence, mate, it doesn't matter how many times we get beat down. What matters is that we get the fuck up and we keep fucking trying. You're right, Donny. Now, who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore. Who the fuck are you, mate? I'm Clarence Claymore.
Say it with your fucking chest.
I'm Clarence Claymore. Show me what you got, mate. Take that. Fucking touch me, cunt. Fuck, mate. We got a lot of work to do.
Lock in for a nigga. You wondering why you ain't made it to the top and ain't got no motion cause you won't lock in. Lock in.
Fuck your peptides. You're gonna go to ASU, you're gonna meet a girl, make her your girlfriend, fall in love with her, alright? Meet her family, have her meet yours, spend all your money on her the entire 9 yards. Then, a couple months later, you're gonna do some digging, you're gonna do some research, you're gonna find out some background information. I promise you are not gonna wanna eat for a long ass time. And it's not even like you're gonna have to force yourself. You genuinely are not gonna wanna eat. Then you're gonna lose hella weight, get shredded as fuck. And it's lit. Alright, follow for more fitness tips.
These bitches are selling pussy. These bitches are absolutely selling pussy, my guy. If she has 15,000 followers on Instagram, like 7 posts, she's selling pussy. If she has a nicer car than you and you're not really sure what she does for work, what do you think she does for work? If she owns anything Chanel, she's selling pussy, dog. If she is an 8 or above, there is a 33% chance that she is selling pussy, has sold pussy, or will sell pussy. This is probably the reason why she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, because she can't afford it. She's become accustomed to this lifestyle. Now she has to sell pussy. She has put herself in a hostage situation with herself. They're slanging the cooch. If they're not explicitly selling pussy, they're in so many words selling pussy. If you are trying to date beautiful women in 2020, you're gonna pay for one currency or another. Your time, your attention, fucking suffering, sacrificing your fucking dignity. What a lot of guys do. I'll tell you this. The better you are with game, the less you gotta pay.
All sold? Oh, man. Woo!
Machiavelli tells us when you're a man with empty pockets, even a simple hello will make people think that you're asking for something. Poverty is not just the absence of gold, it's the cloak that turns every word into a plea. The world doesn't hear your voice, it hears the weight of the hunger behind it. A greeting from the poor is suspicion, but the same greeting from the rich is charm. This is why men starve with pride rather than beg with dignity, because in the eyes of society, need itself is treated as a crime. You will learn that silence earns more respect than honesty when spoken from weakness. And once you carry wealth, even your lies are seen as truth, your insults are seen as wisdom, and your presence is seen as a gift. Fortune is not only power, it's the mask that makes even your smallest gesture appear as noble. Until then, remember this, an empty hand wins no friend.
The only thing that I've seen from you that has not, really panned out is the old Bitcoin statement.
I still don't believe in Bitcoin, but as Jamie Dimon said a couple years, not just to me, to the shareholders, if my customers want me to make a market in I'll make a market in If you think it's going to replace the dollar as the main currency, if you think it's going to be like the national bank, that's just not going to happen.
But it's happening.
No, it's not. So it has $2 trillion in value, whatever the value is. But if you think that the Ford Foundation, the Rocket Foundation, the Federal Bank Reserve,
they're all buying it.
They're 1%.
Well, why would they want any if it's going to be valueless?
Because it's an embarrassment clause. Just in case it goes to $1 trillion, they participated. It's just so they're not totally embarrassed.
I recently came to the realization that I don't actually need therapy. I just need a bad bitch. I just need a bad bitch. And the only way to get a bad bitch is with slightly bigger muscles and more money. That's what's been stopping me. The key to happiness this whole time has been vanity and materialism. I've been worrying about things like intimacy, finding like-minded individuals, and meaningful work, when really, I just needed to start taking steroids and doing summer sales. Because that's what other people look for and desire in a partner, is money and slightly bigger muscles.
Broski, the market is so red, I thought my MacBook was bleeding.
This is the end, cuz. Yesterday I was a millionaire, today I'm a slumdog. This is not a dip, this is a black hole.
Imbeciles, they have no idea. This is not a black hole, this is the beginning of a big bang.
Why is Broski not panicking with us?
Yeah, why is he so unfazed? Have you checked your wallet, cuz?
The crypto is down 85%.
Allow him, Broski, he's still in denial.
Is it down by 85%? Or is it 85% off?
Oh shit! Nah, gang, not the hustler mindset.
Not the hustler mindset.
Bro said it's not a crash, it's a discount. Circumstances, but you can change your mentality.
Remember, brothers, the market sends his toughest battles to his most financially literate soldiers. When the Nasdaq falls, will you give up? Or remember that no amount of setbacks defeat a qualified mind? You see a dip and start to sell, but I remember that sudden emotions lack logic. Down isn't permanent, so I invest more into the S&P because I was born to struggle and persist.
Nah, man, how does he do
this guy knows something.
Broski, was you in the board meeting with Donald Trump?
So tell me, brothers, when the crops go dry, will you sell your land or sow more seeds, knowing that the harvest will always return?
He's really got that hustler mindset. Bro's got that JP Morgan mentality. That's that quarter-zip discipline, cuz. Yeah, gang. Yeah, a few individuals that make it out, cuz. This guy's one of them.
I knew a motherfucker who was so ass at trading that this nigga became good at trading from literally doing the opposite of what the fuck he was gonna do, gang. That's how shitty that nigga was at trading. That every decision that nigga made, the stock literally did the opposite every single time. And so what this nigga started to do was literally, instead of him going with his first thought, he would do the opposite of what his first thought was, and that nigga would hit every time, gang. That's how that nigga became profitable, bro. I swear to God, bro. Think about it, gang. So that nigga literally became profitable from sucking ass at trading. Bro, I swear to God, bro, I'm not trolling, gang. I'm dead ass, bro. That nigga just had the worst luck in the market, bro. So what he started to do was, if his first thought was calls, that nigga would play a put and hit on that bitch, bro. That nigga ran it up off that shit, bro. I swear to God, to this day. To this day, bro, that nigga is a beast at trading from sucking ass, bro. Hey!
Help.
Okay.
Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. I need help.
Okay, so I would recommend, so me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying?
What the hell did you just say?
XRP.
I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for.
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just like, XRP doesn't stand for anything like explicitly. It's just like
I'm screwed. Crypto men come this way. Help me.
Just put money into XRP and then you're set for life.
Put my money in it.
Or just spend it all. Whatever you want to do.
Well, will the IRS come after me if I, they won't come after me if I do that?
You haven't paid taxes in 2 years, so they're going to come after you anyway.
Not if I had my money in this XPR stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Just do that.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000.
XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP.
That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000%. XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the SWIFT banking system.
Okay, Gabe, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's going to go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the SWIFT banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
So you faded XRP at 50 cents, then buy at the top and panic sell? My own son.
I had to do it.
Fucking exit liquidity.
No one knew it was going to $1.
Damn, Mark, come on! What's the matter with you? There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow! There is no tomorrow!
Nobody knows about that fucking degenerate life when you're fucking down 40,000 and you battle the fuck back. You say, you know what? You know what? I'm a fucking strong, independent man. And you're not gonna tell me I should go to bed. I'm gonna battle the fuck back. And I'm gonna fucking get my money back. And guess what? I got my motherfucking money back. That's right!
Asset. Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best. There is no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right? Right? There's no second best, okay? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business that's in your family for 37 years and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth.
What's up? What's up? Cryptoverse. What's going on, you guys? Welcome to How to Get Rich in Crypto by me, myself, and Charlie soon, I hope. Expect bad timing. Yes, XRP to the move, gang, what's going on to the chat? Pulse Chain was supposed to make me rich. Crypto was, not Pulse Chain. Unless you're just all in on Bitcoin, it's a bad idea to be just in one coin. But Miguel, diversification. Motherfucker, I'm in one asset class. Fuck you mean diversification. I'm already concentrated as a mother. This is why I know some people are fucking stupid and don't know shit about money. Let it ride.
This is fact all in.
Now, yeah, it's like if it's in stocks, right? You're like, yeah, let's not have 10,000 stocks or whatever, right? Let's not have like 400 stocks, some individual stocks I'm buying. Of course, it's stupid, right? But we don't really have good ETF options really in crypto. You're always better off buying, like having half your portfolio in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then you gamble with the rest. Live from beautiful Las Vegas, Miguel DCC. Bum, 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 da-da. Da-da. Bro, the crypto Twitter makes me laugh. They are literally retarded. Democracy doesn't work because the people are retarded. Bitcoin's dropped like $2,000 and motherfuckers act like the rape of Nanking. No, it's Stalingrad all over again. A Godzilla! Godzilla! Bitcoin's price was this, and now it's this, and now I don't get coochie. Oh, this is the reason. This is the reason, bro. I couldn't afford my hooker's pay. I mean, my girlfriend's, laundry list of payments and stuff. So now I don't get coochie. So, Miguel, how am I supposed to populate this earth? You know.
These bitches are selling pussy. These bitches are absolutely selling pussy, my guy. If she has 15,000 followers on Instagram, like 7 posts, she's selling pussy. If she has a nicer car than you and you're not really sure what she does for work, what do you think she does for work? If she owns anything Chanel, she's selling pussy, dog. If she's an 8 or above, there is a 33% chance that she is selling pussy, has sold pussy, or will sell pussy. This is probably the reason why she doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, because she can't afford it. She's become accustomed to this lifestyle. Now she has to sell pussy. She's put herself in a hostage situation with herself. They're slanging the cooch. If they're not explicitly selling pussy, they're in so many words selling pussy. If you are trying to date beautiful women in 2020, you're gonna pay your one currency or another. Your time, your attention, fucking suffering, sacrificing your fucking dignity. What a lot of guys do. I'll tell you this, the better you are with game, the less you gotta pay.
Retards win, gigabrains win, everyone else gets fucked. And I, sir, am no gigabrain. So
this is none.
I literally had someone tell me in my real life, Miguel, I think you have autism. I was like, you think? That's awesome.
I know.
I know. There's power in the tism. Before autism, there was something called ADD, ADHD, dyslexia. Yes, all above. So that means I have a tism, I have the ADD, and I have that dyslexia. If she knows how to open a Cybertruck, oh, hooked. I would have said back in the day, if she knows how to open a Tesla, oh, smashed, bro.
She is silicon.
But Miguel, why does it matter if she knows anything? You want your girl to know nothing.
You want to be the
Jon Snow, you know nothing. You want her to know nothing because you want to show her the world. I mean, this is what it is. Oh my God, I love Barcelona.
She's in Boston Crab, dog. She's been Boston Crab.
Boston Crab. I don't know that one.
Turned like
oh, okay. I didn't know what you. I thought it was. I think you were like it was like some new slang word or something. I'm in all up for Zabet. What the fuck is that? But I'm going to show you how to get crypto rich. It's dollar cost averaging. It's having conviction, testicular fortitude, and to make these longer term decisions and just not care. You know, it's all going to zero. Fuck it. I might as well buy.
Oh,
my fucking retarded fucking wife that I married when I was fucking retarded and poor wants to leave me. She ain't gonna take my crypto. She ain't even gonna find it. She didn't even know I bought crypto. I need to get that noise, Cal. You know that edit noise and shit? Like yeah, like it's like, yeah, when it goes, cuts to black, brrr, it's like a 2-second thing. It's like, she sells pussy. Dude, we definitely have to do that. Oz, Kyle.
I will try.
Get on it. Today. I'm a fair ruler. But a demanding ruler. Getting chicken. It's called selling all your belongings and living off other people. Few know. But we, in order to get that chicken, we have to get that chicken, right? But we have to make these investments. All jokes aside, you have to DCA. I keep going back to the basics because the man with only one punch becomes One Punch Man. The man with one kick 1,000 times probably really sucks at that kick still. But if you like, it's like how do you guys all have spending habits, like bad spending patterns, right? You have to stretch that muscle, that DCA muscle. People like the reason bears very rarely get rich is because they're gun shy. They're snipers. We call them snipers in the red pill. Well, who knows? Maybe apparently like every Zoomer saying that the red pill's cringe, but yet they're doing all the cringiest shit ever online. It's so funny. Like one thing I will say, it's kind of hilarious. I will say this is kind of funny. Like that stream Myron went on with the Tates, Clavicular, Sneeko, and basically everyone in that stratosphere there, or whatever, right? Which is the pro. Let's call it the proton. Let's call them the protons, because they're proto red pills, right? Well, they're all red pill, but whatever. But I don't want no label, right? Which I can understand that. It's like, what are you? Are you trying to put me in a box, motherfucker? Like, I like you. It's like, well, I guess I'm Republican because I guess I'm a libertarian, or like I was a leftist at one point, but the left has gone so left that I'm now on the right. So I guess two lefts do make a right. What are we? That's complicated. We don't go. We're like great friends, like best of friends. But like I like to have other friends, But you're like a special person in my heart, of course. Like, all you should care about is that when you text me, I text you back within a day. I put you in this place where like there's people that text me, I don't answer them for 4 days. Or at all.
Yeah.
So them boys are crying about those HH. Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. That's fucking so crazy. But one comment that really took me out is like they're like a lot of these guys, and they're not saying everybody that was there, but like I think Tate's never been really a loser. I mean, he's always been able to get bitches forever, right? So is Myron, so is that. But I think they're talking mostly about like Clavicular for some reason and like Sneeko, and saying it's like, and I think both of them have gone coochies. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but like I think there's a fan fiction going on that a lot of the guys in the red pill like streamers were like losers and never got bitches ever in their life, which is actually almost everybody like struggled at first with girls and then get good, right?
It's an acquired skill.
Get good, right? But it's like it's so funny, these dorks. They like I didn't get that. Like I can't believe these fucking dorks like tell you all these things, get virgins, do this and this, and then they all act like jocks in the club. Well, like you could tell people never been to the club. How dare they dance and have fun?
Ooh.
What are we talking about right now? I'm actually thinking about getting a Cuban link. I'm not even joking around. Like I'm gonna get a Cuban iced out chain and shit just to rock with the John Barbados. And the what shirt is this?
It ain't Ralph though.
No, it's better. It's more expensive than Ralph for sure. I can tell you that. This shirt's expensive as fuck. What was it? Fuck. See, I've been forgetting brands. Yeah, we were actually, believe it or not, we might have actually been to that party, but like we decided for you motherfuckers just to do it later because we're trying to give you a better DCAing opportunity and stuff for the next CMC. But this weekend, that last weekend was an actual date we were thinking about actually launching the next crypto mindset course. But we said, nah, let's do it next month. Yeah, dude, yeah, if we had me, Charlie, Rolo, and Sterling Cooper. Who else was missing, really? Donovan Sharp would have been cool to have there. Yeah, Donovan would have been cool. Bro, their hands look weird. What? What are you talking about? They let women disrespect and disregard them and act like bitches because they all disrespect them. I sort of understand that, but I don't. Kyle, you read that. Read that for me, Kyle. Maybe.
All right, they say they will let women disrespect and degrade them, then act like they're bitches because they are respected the whole time. They are just being used. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
so you're blaming us for tool recognition. So once again, we're getting attacked for pattern recognition. It's this fucked up thing where like, I don't know why, like now, okay. The problem is, here's a problem, is that because of the election, the Rolo right again was like, there's a bit of a religion grift going on. I am religious, but I'm not holier than thou. I am not pushing my religion onto you, though I will say like a lot of my morals do come from religion, of course, right? All Western, like, I mean, like our morals all come from religion. Even if you're atheist, you literally grew up in a society from religion. So so like, what are my religious morals? Are fucking Christian Catholic Christian Dior. Why do I wear my Louboutins? Do I have Louboutins? Actually, no, I don't have Louboutins on right now. Big L. I wear my Christian Louboutins because I walk with Christ. And the bottom of my shoes are red because I walk in the blood of Christ. Amen. But that's where their morals come from, right? Because basically religion was used to shame guys and women. That's what it is. It's control in a way. But this control it's kind of like the religion is a really good way to like even if you're low IQ, is how to not have a bad life. Don't kill your neighbor. Don't fuck your neighbor's wife. Don't be a lying sack of shit. Be honorable. I think these are all good things. Be a good neighbor. It's better to have a virgin wife because they just naturally pair bond better. Because if you're the only person she's ever been with, if your dick game is weak, dick game is strong. Because she know not what if on the green of other pastures. Because thy pasture is the greenest.
Amen.
Confucius. Confuseth.
Very.
Loophole. I was talking about dudes in the club. I had a joke for that, but I'm not going to go there. You know, I can go into, so like, nothing wrong with having fun. There's nothing wrong with going to the club. The problem is that here's the problem, is that people do it to excess, right? That's why I like living in Vegas, is you can turn it on and off, right? But you have to have that self-control. It's okay to go have fun, go have a drink. It's like they literally drinking wine in the Bible. They drink alcohol. I don't know about Muslim, I ain't Muslim, sorry. But they drink. There is like Muslims that pray twice a day, that make sure they travel to a different island down there in the Middle East to go party and gamble, and then fuck white women, which supposedly they're not allowed to. and then go back to their Muslim countries and pretend they're holy. Factual. There's a lot of pastors and good Christians on the surface that are nonstop gay porn watchers. The largest consumers of porn are married men. There's entire communities in Afghanistan and Iraq. I think it's mostly Afghanistan, but I heard it's Iraq a little bit as well, where like they're basically just molesting little boys.
Dancing kids, yeah.
That's fucking crazy, bro. That's like, if we're back in the day, this is where the Spanish Empire was great. They would have came in there and just killed everybody. Like, we stopped this shit. You're telling me human sacrifice is cool? No. I'm not going to say who instated like slavery back over here, but it wasn't, you know. There's fake believers in all religions, I know. Like, I think actually being married is actually cool, but it's the reason I like, look, the reason like you have to choose thy own adventure. At the end of the day, you have to choose what you want for your life, and then you have to be like, oh well, these are the choices I made. This is what this could be. There's bonuses and there's negatives, right? You're a virgin, you marry a virgin, you have your children, you're in love with your wife.
Lowest divorce rate.
Yeah, lowest divorce rate. But in the back of your mind, the back of the woman's mind and the back of the man's mind will be, man, kind of wish I smashed a couple more chicks. That's a lot of people, yeah. I actually get suspicious when someone goes to church a lot.
Big time.
Not everybody,
Not,
but like there is certain people where I like, bro, you were grimy in the 90s. I remember being a kid and looking like, I knew some friends of the family that were going to church every Sunday and they're ripping people off on business. They were ripping off workers on their hours because they were hiring illegals and shit, which was everybody at the time. Doing grimy shit. Like they worked 80 hours that week and they pay them 60, 65. Oh, I got to tax you. Oh, I didn't know you were paying taxes on that. You took 30 extra minutes on your lunch? No, I didn't. Yeah, you did. There's a lot of shit. And this coming from the Mexican Catholic side, but there's everywhere, bros. There's a lot of grimy, and all for that fucking dollar.
All men deserve peace says, bro, my granny's a dirtbag, but she in church every Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Niggas, yo, niggas in the chat. Can I get a fuck yeah from my niggas in the chat? Let's go. Shout out to all the realest niggas in the game. From the OG nigga and the super chat nigga himself. Thank you for the huge.
That's what I said.
I know that. Pull that up. Bro, my grandma is a dirtbag, but she be in the church every Sunday. Fuck.
Oof.
It's true though. The only thing that really humbles people is age. And not by a lot sometimes, but some people really get humbled. Like, that's number one thing I've seen humble women is that when they're no longer sexually desired and they're like, what do I have left? Oh yeah, these people I created. The only people that care about me. That's a red pill truth. Look at every famous feminist that didn't have a family. At the end of their life, they're like, I fucked up my life. All the sexual agency that I had, no one wants to fuck me anymore. No one cares about me anymore. Now, the exceptions are always if they're famous, but even the famous feminists are like, I have no one, I die. They always get fucking, they always find them in their apartment 3 weeks, 2 months later, getting eaten by the cat. There's a pun somewhere in there about pussy, but I'm just not going to make it. You know. Some people age with grace. Some people never had it to begin with. Invest in Chewy. At some point, I'm gonna buy a flavored wine company. At some point,
All right.
I have thought about making a makeup brand, just so I can always make money off these bitches. Yo, it's called Fraud Max.
Fraud Max.
Invest in Chewy. But there's a lot of copium even coming from the red pill side of it. It's usually the older guys. A lot of times because you can discount like someone like Clav is 19. You're like, bro, he's 19, dog. I mean, watch it comes out, he's not 19 at all. He's actually way older than he thinks. He's been lying. He's actually 26 or 28, but he's been fronting. He's fucking.
That's how you fraud Max.
How crazy would that shit be? You find out like he's 26. He's not 19. Oh fuck, bro. This is so funny. Sell cat's liquor. It's always be cashing, bro. And makeup, bro. No, women. I have seen women not pay bills. The only thing women will pay is their phone bill and that makeup bill. Sephora gets that money, dog. Fuck what you heard. They will pay whatever to buy that concealer that will conceal the truth from you.
You really want to fuck with them? Use their number. Take all their points.
Can't feel bad for women when they inherited $1 million. That's why. What do you mean? Oh, wait, because they're young?
Can't feel bad for women when they inherited $1 million. Why feel bad?
Is there a comment he said up there? Because that's not making a lot of sense. I can make sense out of it, but.
Oh, someone will understand.
Save her. Not always, bro. Even really beautiful women like can get fucked on that. Elaborate. 2007 Killer Gaming.
Yeah, exactly. If she cheats on you, use her Ulta points. Get yourself some cologne, dog.
I will say the looks
next
matches are kind of goaded for that shit. That was like,
shoo.
I haven't thought of that. Just because you saw a bunch of colognes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly.
Cologne Max.
Cologne Max, sorry, dog.
They are starting. There's this whole thing now. Like one of the most popular cologne. Like this would be funny to have Boogie on here because he's a big cologne freak too.
Yeah.
Where like me, I just like as like a guy. You have your Old Faithfuls and shit. I like a. Let's see, what do I have here? A little cologne here, right? But like Aventus, Creed Aventus, very good, very, very good cologne. But they're saying like there's some of these cologne YouTubers where they spray themselves every single day, crazy amounts of cologne every day, multiple colognes, and then like one of the most popular ones his face started getting all weird looking now.
Oh shit.
And they're saying is like you're fucking your thyroid up by spraying yourself in the neck or some shit. Maybe possible.
Yeah, we'll Blue de Chanel is a good one, but that's like a night out.
Yeah. Spice Bomb, like I mostly found lesbian women wearing Spice Bomb.
Okay.
You could tell right away. I was like, I could smell that in a girl. I was like, oh, you're butch, dog. I know. That's a tall tale sign for me. But you can smell that shit anywhere. I've been in places like a packed in bar and be like, somebody cooking here. Yeah, if you won the if you had won the raffle yesterday, make sure you email support at Cultivate Crypto to go get your prize of 1 month in the Citadel. We had two winners. Yeah. One bull and one bear. Yeah, those are real. I mean, there's some really good brands out there. With cologne, just get the one you like. I mean, you have to, because you're always smelling it yourself.
Yeah, it's very case on case dependent, right? There's some smells that are a little more for like summer, spring based type shit, or just during the day. Beach,
but I also think
party.
That's bullshit too, bro.
It is and isn't, right?
Part of me thinks it's kind of bullshit. Like,
well, to me, it's very location based.
I mean, smelling like shit isn't location based.
Motherfuckers do it all day though.
Yo, was it a Moon Gang? Yeah, it was a Moon Gang. On the Moon Gang, but we already have the two winners already. Two winners won. They won a free month of the Citadel. If they were already in the Citadel, these get another month for free.
Big W.
Big W. Ombre, yeah, they're really
Ombre's
good.
good.
And the there's a problem with some of the colognes, like colognes priced between like, let's say $150 and lower, usually around like 100 or lower and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The problem is that some of the best ones, everyone smells like it, and then it becomes this whole thing where like you smell like my ex, or you smell like this dude I knew.
Which, if we want to evil max, this could work, but you're going down that route.
Yeah. I had somebody ask me, "Yo, what does Waller wear?"
Dog.
She's like,
Ouds. Yeah, the Arabian Ouds, the actual like thick ones, where you get that real oil based shit, dude.
Yeah,
bro, those are good.
Still sick on here, like still streaming for you motherfuckers. There's oil based ones and stuff like this. These are longer, like something like Creed and shit. There's longer lasting ones and stuff like that. But you don't have to go crazy. You just like done. That's it. I mean, you don't have to.
Well, also because they're oil based, right? Some, I mean, depending on the alcohol content, it would just dissipate quicker.
When you break up with her,
where her ex can perfume.
There's a lot of them. But regardless or not, it's like no matter what this is about the internet, bro. No matter what you do, there's people that fucking love it and support, other people fucking hate it, basically. The higher your testosterone, the higher risk you'll take.
If you're DCA during down times, your testosterone level is high, you good?
Yeah.
Testicular fortitude.
Testicular fortitude, that's right. Or you can enhance it. With Sauvage. Sauvage smells really good. I remember I bought some Sauvage when it first came out.
Yeah.
Because, I'm supporting, Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow, yeah.
Jack Sparrow and shit. Before he got in trouble with all that crazy shit. That one smells good, but it's just like too many. I started smelling too many fuckers like wearing the same shit. But it's like, I will lie, Sauvage smells incredible. Like that one's like, they killed that shit. Dior killed that shit. Dior. But right now is a good time to DCA. Check Twitter. Is everyone crying? Then yes. It's like Miguel, ICE has not come out with their own platform. They're gonna launch their own. Like what makes me laugh is like they're launching their own platform to use that tech.
Yeah.
I have a good feeling it's not going to do well. Oh, they may have hired enough good people to sort of launch it, but like unless they directly just like you put their user base onto it, if they try to get crypto users to use it, I think it's gonna fail basically.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have an X. Beautiful. When Pulse Chain moon? Ethereum has got a moon. Bitcoin's got to go up. Then we can get a little bit of a rally. I mean, that's the truth. Sebastian here. I'll answer that one. Sure, put it up. Read it.
He says, Sebastian says, Miguel, I've seen some looks maxing videos that say to grow your hair out, but a fade/taper looks clean too. What's the best to maximize your attractiveness? That's very based on your head shape.
Yeah, it's based on your head shape, your race as well, and it's really just head shape and your base how you look. Basically just look up like whatever you are race wise or how you kind of look, and just look for light skin Latino supermodels.
Eye to chin ratio, because it depends if you want to cover up some of that your forehead or not.
Basically there is somebody that kind of looks like you that's a model, mogs you. And you go look for what hairstyle looks decent. And then two, there's another part here's kind of a cope they have that's in the looks maxing space a little bit, is that you have a certain hair type. Even though your head would look incredible if you had this hair, there's no way to get it basically. So you have to play on what your strengths is. Usually if you can grow your hair really nice, it's good. You want longer hair because it basically shows that your genetics aren't fucked to get a bald head. And some people look really good bald, but then there's the other side of they had no choice either, but they lucked out on the head shape. You all have faith. Fuck no. Play Exhibit A, Kyle.
Find it.
I really think XRP could hit $10,000.
XRP definitely could hit $10,000. BlackRock is about to buy $9 trillion worth of XRP.
That's insane. Soulface, what do you think, bro?
Oh yeah, definitely 1,000% XRP is about to hit $10,000, especially because of them going after the Swift banking system.
Okay, Kay, what do you think, bro?
Without a doubt, XRP to 10 bands, and the reason is XRP has intrinsic value. Bitcoin doesn't.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
XRP $10,000? No question.
Okay, cool. Luke, what do you think?
Absolutely. Wisdom Tree just recently filed an ETF. It's gonna go berserk.
Okay, cool. Sage, what do you think, bro?
I think XRP could 100% hit $10,000 simply if they just take over the Swift banking system, which will put their market cap well over 1.2 quadrillion.
Help.
Okay.
Investing. Don't know what to do, what it is, but I need help. I need help.
Okay, so I would recommend, so me personally, I have 1.3 million in XRP. So right now it's about $2 and something cents, but the community knows that when I know it will bump up to $10, I'm going to be basically set for life. So I would highly recommend buying XRP. Why are you crying?
What the hell did you just say?
XRP. It's.
I couldn't even understand what X could even stand for.
It doesn't stand for anything. It's just like, XRP doesn't stand for anything like explicitly. It's just like
I'm screwed. Crypto men, come this way. Help me.
Just put money into XRP and then you're set for life.
Put my money in it.
Or just spend it all, whatever you want to do.
Well, will the IRS come after me if I, they won't come after me if I do that?
You haven't paid taxes in 2 years, so they're going to come after you anyway.
Not if I had my money in this XPR stuff. Right?
Yeah, you're right. Just do that.
These OnlyFans chicks, that's crazy. God damn. But I'll say this though, she's only down 1 penny on her trade right now. She's down very small on her. Oh, that's so funny. She did buy like $1 million at $2. XRP's $1.99 right now. So she's not even down. That's funny. Yeah, Airhead interviewing Airhead. I will say though, she in terms of Airheads, she's smarter. She's like the smarter one, obviously. She actually has a whole thing where she's trying to manage OnlyFans chicks.
Mm.
So she's technically a madame.
She's a hoe wrangler.
She's a hoe wrangler. She's a madame. Where can you see Solana next cycle? Higher. Oh well, okay. If it keeps up the way it's going, it's probably going to be higher. I mean, bad case would probably be like, $600 for Solana, probably, maybe $1,000. It's possible, but like, I think we're going to be in a much better macro situation unless, outside of like us getting into like some big war or any other stupid ass shit we're into. Do you believe in the super cycle narrative? Well, if it happens. But my consensus is we're in a 8 year longer, like crypto's really in an 8 year cycles that are split off into 2 4-year cycles, more or less. We have something, and I think I'm really one of the only guys talking about this, that like the first 4-year cycle is more of a crypto native cycle, which is the one we're in, where basically we create the new technology or we invest, and it's like how are we creating it? Investing and participating in it. Your capital is needed to show that it's successful as a testing ground. Then they get the bugs out, and then by the time the next bear market, and they're fixing the bugs out, and then as the next branch of people come in and new liquidity comes in and the prices go higher, then you have the retail cycle. Like a 2117 was more, if you think about it, Ethereum was created at 2015, right? Or the last year of the whatever was fucking created, the year of the goat. Then it comes out, it's basically doesn't do shit really. I mean, it's basically just Bitcoin essentially at that point. How most people look at it, because you have a wallet, it's a different network, but like you can't. It's really hard to launch tokens or do anything on it, and like they barely even figured out how to do NFTs. By 21, everything in crypto is Ethereum. Maybe that's why it took me a minute to like Ethereum. Like it took me a minute to get it, but once I got it, I like, holy fuck! Like Ethereum is everything. Everything is copied off Ethereum. Like without Bitcoin, there would be no Ethereum. But without Ethereum and Bitcoin, there'd be no crypto. And it's getting better and better. Even how expensive it is to unstake on Ethereum, it cost me like it cost me like $20 to unstake a hex stake. It costs nothing. Erica Kirk has a new man. Wow.
Took you out.
That's crazy.
That's Mossad right there, Miguel.
Mossad. ETH will go to 27,000 at one point.
From a very young age, I knew everyone was wrong and I was right. I'm literally never wrong. And if I ever am wrong, it's just because I didn't have enough information or I was too early. I'll say something, no one will believe me. It won't happen. Then some time passes and then all of a sudden, what do you know? I was right. That's the only way that I'm slightly wrong. And even then I'm wrong for a little bit. I was never really wrong. And I just love when I finally see the proof of what my gut was telling me, when it finally comes true and then everybody understands. I knew in my gut and I should have trusted it more and it did become true. I didn't have any reason to believe it. I just knew something. My intuition was right. And it's honestly scary how often I'm right and how often my intuition is spot on. And honestly, there are times where I'll say that I'm wrong and you're right because at that moment, that was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to say. So technically, bear with me here, I'm still right. And I wouldn't even mind admitting when I'm wrong because honestly, it would give me a break from always being right, but it just doesn't happen. I just always knew this from a young age that everybody's wrong and that I'm right. I just think there's some people that are typically wrong and there's some people that are always right. And I think I'm one of those people.
I mean, yeah. I may not be right now, but I will be right later. Even when I'm wrong temporarily, I will be right. There's tried and true things from the stock market that are absolutely dollar cost averaging. Time in the market is better than timing the market. Yes, that's true. It is true. You got to be in it to win it. Numbers game. You miss every shot you don't take. But Miguel, I didn't take the shot in COVID. Well, all right, we're not talking about that one, dude. Oh my god. And if you super chat, I'll definitely answer it. I'll just give me a minute. I'll answer super chats in a little bit. What's it say? John Fly. Read it off, Kyle. I have a little bit of glare on the TV.
Got you.
Yeah.
Saying, bro, Nick acts like he does because he's telling the truth that no one wants to say it, and it gets views and some clickbait stuff.
No, for sure. I mean, you have to say some outlandish shit. I mean, I've had to start. I mean, I'm saying the shit I say here on the crypto channel is pretty tame, honestly. But it's outlandish for like crypto dudes because it's a lot of weirdos, a lot of communist people. It's like it's wrong to make money. Wait, so we're creating money out of thin air. We're essentially creating money printers, and we invest into coins that go up in price, and we try to make money. But then to try to make money is bad. It's really strange. It's like, how dare you sell a product to make money? It's very stupid. It's like America's the greatest country on earth until you try to make money.
Oh, I'm evil.
Minnesota's full of crazies. No, definitely. I mean, bro, you got to be crazy. I mean, living in that fucking living in Canada. My God. I mean, part of me is like, I've thought of like, it'd be cool to live in Alaska until you hit those Alaska summers with the fucking with those fucking wasps they call flies out there.
Jesus.
I mean, Minnesota got that crazy because of all the Samoans. I mean, Samoans.
Oh no.
Somalians. I'll take Samoans all day, bro. Fuck, man. I love Samoans. They're big homies in high school. Shout out to the Samoans. They're cool as fuck. They're like our black Latino brothers.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's so funny. But we acting like white people ain't crazy, dog.
Yeah.
Like we're acting like white people ain't crazy. We're all crazy. There's crazy Mexicans. There's crazy. I'll just say Latinos because like the thing is, most people in America aren't sophisticated enough to know that there's different types. They're just called white people. White people is such a broad term.
Yeah.
There's Italians. I can't think of any other whites. No, that's just the English. Anyway. Fuck. I mean, I think we just need to take Australia. I think most Australians would be quite happy with it, honestly. Because like Australia's getting there's going to be two, either you're China or you're China light.
Yeah.
Basically, you're China or you're America. And I'm gonna be for real. America light is kind of nice.
You really want to be?
It's a lot nicer. Hey, I can have. Let me live on the most dangerous continent on the planet with the most poisonous animals on the planet. With you have Komodo dragons,
Sweat.
where you have all kinds of crazy. You have the most amount of venomous, poisonous snakes on the planet. The most craziest spiders on the planet. Harsh climates, monsoons, gale force winds. Let's not have guns because of some fucking shooting that happened back in the 80s or some shit. Aussies are owned by the UK. Man, UK can't even own themselves. They're owning themselves, bro. Let's take over the UK if the UK doesn't get in line. I mean, let's be honest. Apple already owns Ireland anyway. Up the raw. We should start. We just hey, we just hit our. I mean, hey, I like drinking with the fucking. I like. Hey, St. Patty's Day is pretty big here in the United States. I don't think it's gonna be that hard to sell.
Yeah, honestly.
Depending on what bar, that shit will smack if you say that shit.
Up the raw.
Up the raw. Horrible. You tell me those not crazy whites. Those motherfuckers were bombing whites. God damn. There's a great Jackie. Is it Jackie Chan? No. It's Bruce. I think it's Jackie Chan. There's a crazy ass movie where like he's like some guy trying to get his wife, and like the it's not the British government. No, the British government's it's like a British / sort of like Irish liberation movement and stuff, and the Irish basically have him, and then he starts murdering everybody. And they're like, give his fucking daughter back. God damn. I've read the name of the movie. It's a really good movie. I really like the movie. But then it's like, it's fucking crazy, man. White on white violence is insane. It's everyone's violent, dude. Like if you look at the history, bro, whites are violent, blacks are violent, Hispanics are violent. Fuck, bro. Yeah, good movie. Piers Morgan's a reason. I mean, he's just look. Let's be honest. He's smart enough. I mean, well, he's rage baiting. UK needs to put the fries in the bag. Yeah.
So they call them chips out there.
Chips. Already fucking up. Should I change my name to Ricky Romero so I get my shit read? I've read that really fast. He's like, can I get my shit pushed in? You never gotten your shit pushed in? That shit was so gay, bro. That's so fucking gay. That was so gay. Go, Hostradamus. Go ahead. Tweet away.
Because you had a super chat, that's why.
I said I'd read the You have a listening problem. Are you a female? Jesus, dude. I said I'll read the super chats in a little bit while I monologue on how to make you stupidly rich and not retarded over time. I'm not saying fish chips don't hit. I didn't say that. No, you're not. All right, let's see. Magic 8 Ball. Was he kidding? What does it say? You may rely on it. All right.
You won this time.
You won this time. All right, I'll forgive.
Lock in for a nigga. You wondering why you ain't made it to the top and ain't got no motion because you won't lock in. Lock in.
You say Ricky enough times, he appears in the chat. like the fucking candy man. He's like, Miguel's my partner. You chose your family over your partner, dog. Ooh.
Wild Ricky appears.
He said, my wife has got me pussy whipped. Ooh. Miguel, I always want to meet you, but then my family said no. Ooh. I've been in the chat.
You've been here to Vegas too, and you didn't want to meet us.
Ooh. Miguel, I would love to meet you in person.
Comes to Vegas.
Yo, I got time for you, dog.
Family said no.
You're never going to live that down, dog. Charlie, in no kind of words, said, man, yo, fuck Ricky. I ain't gonna meet him. He said, if Ricky goes on the craps table, puts 1,000 down, and plays craps with us, all right, we'll meet. If not, miss me with that shit. True story. Oh, fuck. Oh, I love what I do, man. Oh, family, friends. Oh, but I thought the Citadel was the... Oh, you're not in the Citadel. Oh, shit. My wife's boyfriend said no. Oh, bro. All right, read some super chats. Let's just read the super chats because everyone's crying about super chats. All right, let's see.
Got All Men Deserve Peace with 199 saying, I have 1,000 to DCA, ETH or Solana?
What a question. Let me look. Buy 10 Sol, put the rest in ETH. Because we're at 133, it's not bad. There's a case to say you should wait till tomorrow to see how we open, because you might be able to buy that Solana for maybe like $5 to $10 cheaper if it opens red. But from what we've seen, what the European Union has said from the tariffs and stuff, see that big macro talk? Is that fucking big swinging dick and cock right here? like you know, that macro shit. You go to these other crypto YouTubers. Well, the 50-day AMA and the this, and then Trump goes tariffs, and then like, well, obviously the chart told me it was gonna open red today. I mean, I give no fuck about charts at all. Damn near. Oh fuck, man. I look at price points as emotional triggers because that's what they are at the end of the day, right? Unit bias, emotional triggers, resistance. Do I know how to chart? Yes. Do I care to show you? No. Have I gotten rich from doing so? That's what I'm saying. In crypto, there's so many ways to get rich. You just got to focus on your niches, what makes you good. Like, what am I good at? Tastemaker. Sauce. Meme lord. And then consistency. But the number one thing to get you rich is consistency. Consistency. One thing me and Charlie always say to each other, right? There's two big things. Don't stop doing what got you to the rodeo. Don't break up the band. Okay? And for most people, what got you to the rodeo over time was DCAing. And we'll get you, and don't break up the band, is stop the DCA. Now, there's times to stop it. And what I mean by stop the DCA, there's times to stop the DCA because things are getting ridiculous. It's like halfway through 2021, right? After that crash that happened right there, from 64,000, we crashed down. After that, you stop the DCA because they're like the last 3, 4, 6 months, what's the fuck's the point? Because the prices are going crazy. We're full alt season at that point, right? We're not at that point right now. And then here's the problem: is the DCA never stops. Because there's nothing to buy. What do you buy? Class. Pay attention. When there's nothing to buy, what do you buy? See? Caesar wins. Caesar. Mexican Jose. Elliptic. Flacco, the one who won yesterday. He was like, I almost didn't have it for the Citadel this month. No, I got another one. Because he locks the fuck in, bro.
He let it ride.
Let it ride. He locked.
Lock in for a nigga. You wondering why you ain't made it to the top and ain't got no motion because you won't lock in. Lock in.
Give me one more, Kyle, please.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, thank you.
Room temp?
Yeah. Stables, yeah. Bro, is you gay? No. Bro, you gotta be careful with your name, bro. I'd change your name a little bit because I read I read it so fast. Like sometimes I look at names really, like you look really quickly, right? Because you're just scanning for information. It literally, your name almost looks like incel for like if you look really quickly. I know you're not saying that. I know you're not saying that, but I was like ink for. I was like, I thought it literally said incel because I'm so used to red pill shit where like people like anything in, it's always incel, right? And like, but Pete dog, hell no, dog. That shit's beyond cooked. Like the back's been broken, bro, on that already. Now, if pushing goes up like 2-3x, there's enough money for like the retards are up a little bit, and there's money flowing, and then people like so the retards are like, "Fuck, let me put into PDI because it's low right now," and the Giga Brains are like, "The retards are going to jump into PDI, so like I better put some money into PDI right now," and then it'll go up, and then the Giga Brains will be like, "I'm out," and then usually the retard's like either he's so retarded he becomes a Buddha and says, "You know what? I'm gonna take some profits because I am that prophet," and the guys in the middle is like, "Nah, bro, this is going to $1." And the money gets taken from like, I don't know, let's call them 80 IQs up to like let's be nice, let's be crazy. 70 IQ to probably like 120 gets destroyed because you can be smart enough to honey dick yourself into thinking you're correct. Yeah, that was one. Well, it's the two worst cancers that happened to our chain because like there's a third cancer right now, but I'll tell you, the first cancer was the E-hex versus P-hex debate. Bunch of retarded island boys caused that problem, so they only fucked themselves. They basically made it so uncool to stake hex that now everyone has a bunch of liquid hex instead of staking it. That now they've literally 5x the competition on selling the coin now. So now all these like, I'm a god tier trader because basically I tricked everyone into staking hex and I had liquid hex. Ha 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 ha. And I can dump it now. But now no one's staking their hex. And now everyone has liquid. Now everyone's like, oh, now everyone knows the game. And then it's just like they fucked it for themselves. And now like, oh, I'm not that good at trading. You can look on chain. Most of these guys are fucking trash at trading. So now all the island boys are on Puerto Rico or anywhere could be an island. Anywhere in the island, maybe they went to Dubai, maybe a lot of them went to Asia and shit because they're looking for coochie. 5'2" coochie. That's the crazy thing is I like that's a crazy one with the white boys for some reason. It's like they're all big like white, they're all like white supremacists and like never ask never ask a Nazi or a white supremacist what race his girlfriend is. But then they always end up with some fucking small tiny ass girl. I'm not saying you want a giant, like if you're 6'1", I mean, I get it. You don't want to get a 6 foot tall girl, but like, but they always like end up with like some fucking 5'1", 5'2" fucking girl and shit. And then like, now their kids are shorter now. I don't care about the race part of it. I mean, but they care so much about genes and like white race and all this other crap. But then they're betrayed. But I guess it's like they're not good enough to fucking get with the white girl in America or a white girl from fucking Deutschland or for whatever the fuck they're. It's crazy. It is that is a crazy one right there. There's a lot of self hate. I don't hate myself. I have a Latino son. Say whatever you want about me, dog. Yo, you're such a hater. I talk about beaners because I am one.
Yeah, talk about the size.
But I don't hate him. I don't hate him enough not to fuck him. The Latino meta is so hot right now that even the Tates is hating. No, Soviet era women are better.
Soviet era.
The Goyim don't know. Women are women, dog.
Generation's being played, dog.
Even the Tates admitted, bro. Like even the like, good luck trying to get a girl from Poland or anything like that. You're like, they just said that even the small village girl in those Eastern Bloc countries all have Instagram now, so they're all in Dubai getting fucked and shit on and pissed on. So what the fuck are we talking about? I like short girls. Masculine. I just like tracking people. Like I chart people in a way. Consistency, right? It's a human trait because we like consistency. We don't like when losers get like chatted out because it makes us look bad over time because it's like, that guy's a loser and now he's better than me. I'm a loser. No, that guy's still a loser. Fuck that guy. I'm not going to be friends with him anymore. The goth Latina thing is just because like girls in black, but it's more like the reason we like that is like, oh, this bitch is probably from Broken Home and she cuts herself. It's probably easier for me to fucking slip my dick in.
Evil Max.
Evil maxing. I mean, that's really like if you look at it, it's like why do guys like dumb girl? I mean, like, listen, but like why don't like that whole classic is like, you know, I really like a simple Southern girl, you know, because she's like, and the meta on that is like, that girl's so stupid she might even fuck me. If anyone's gonna fuck my cousin, it's gonna be me.
Cletus.
But like, she's so special, and when she looks at the stars in the sky, she looks at me. This goth girl's such a degenerate, and I'm a pig. Like, I mean, goth girls are like on average, goth girls are pretty dirty chicks, bro. Not mean like they're just not. I mean, they're not showering themselves very well. I mean, they're like there's a whole thing when you get with the goth girl that her car's a fucking mess. Most girls' cars are a mess. Like big. I mean, if you can tell a lot of guys haven't been with women because women leave hair everywhere. So like, regardless, women are making messes everywhere. But you ever been in a shower after a chick's been in there, dude? It's like you're balding. What's happening?
Rogaine.
They have women's Rogaine, but like women's Rogaine's a scam because it's 2.5% minoxidil. The women actually have to use the 5%. That so like the women's Rogaine's actually ripping women off by 50. They're selling Rogaine at the same price as male Rogaine. They just put it in a pink bottle, but it's a 50% less effective.
Look at Hex Monkey, bro. I enter the live stream. First thing I hear is cousin banging, no context. So you've been blessed.
Oh, fuck. Forget Latinas, Asians where it's at. Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese.
Korean.
Damn, that rhymed actually.
Yeah,
wait.
Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese.
Is that but them Latinas, them Asians where it's at. The Korean, the Japanese, the Chinese, that Vietnamese. Vietnamese. And look, I'm not hating on Asian. Look, I'm not hating on that shit. But it's just like, it's like these people are holier. It's a lot. There's a lot of section in the United States here that it's like, that are like, I think it's great. Look, I think like being proud of being black, white, Asian. Like fuck yeah, be pro-white, dude. I really am. But there's like a racist part of it that's just it's a little. It's like there's like the joke. There's like a thing where I'm joking around. It's like, God damn it, I hate all these people. In reality, no, I'm like fuck, I love everybody, bro. Actually, one of the I mean, I made a fucked like Shadow. The $24 is fucking Somalian.
Yeah,
I made a fucking grip off that shit. Shout out to my Somali brothers, man. They know how to scam pump. Go ahead.
Can't catch me. I'm the fastest thing alive. I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in speed running. Huh? The reason is the left's lack of work ethic. What? Go fast rather than do it right. And in a Petersonian sense... Petersonian? To elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest hedgehog. Shadow, what the fuck are you talking about? You're a beta male, Sonic.
Yeah. Look, let's just get back to the old meta. Like things were easier, you know, when millennials were when the older millennials were younger, like Ziz era, right?
Okay, yeah.
Like when
2011, 2012.
Yeah, like the people who were like 24, 25 during like 2009, 10, 11, you know, that era there, and then like even me, I was only 18 during 2009 anyway, so like I still had to send and shit. I'm still sending now. Fucking 60 years later.
Ascension
Still
trying
to send now. I've got 4 years to hit my prime. And I got another 4 years of that to try to hold 6 years to hold it. After 40, it starts going downhill.
Your generation had Ziz, my generation had Zins. So it's there. Nicotine addiction. Let's hit it.
Yeah, we really, honestly, we didn't really, like, I will tell you this though, like, I never smoked cigarettes really, but like, I remember a couple times I would these bailes or these dances or like Mexican or these EDM dances, and I'd go outside just because like, I'm fucking dying. It's so hot in these bitch. So, they have like a little smoking area, bless their souls. Somebody always shares a cigarette with me. We're all drinking as fuck, and then I'm just out there. I'm going to say that cigarette hit, dude.
Well, if you have no
it didn't matter if it was
dependence.
menthol or as long as it was. I remember like just smoking a cigarette outside in that little area because like there's cold air outside. You're like, oh my God, it's fucking dying in there. Had that cigarette, and I'm like,
an American spirit.
I was like, I get it. Drinking on my cranberry vodka. Well, it's Red Bull vodka, really. Drinking on Red Bull vodka, smoking on not stogie, but like just smoking on a fucking Marlboro, and they're like, fuck, man, this shit hits. And not getting addicted, right? But like, it's just like, I was like, yo, dog, can I get another one, dog? Yeah, sure, dog. Thank you, man.
Nicotine hits, man.
Let's see. Somalis have always been known for looting.
They should be proud.
Shadow was the best thing to happen to Sonic. Yeah, it still is right now, bro. They're holding it down. Yeah. I actually like. Okay, I'm gonna. No, I shouldn't even say this because some of you guys can't handle anything I say on Sonic. But like, I just recently unstaked some stuff on Sonic and I moved stuff around. I've got a little S. I might throw it into Equalizer.
Ooh,
Equalizer's making a bit of a come around. $24 in the background. Like, Mio, what you talking about, bro? But like, Equalizer's kind of like still there. So I'm like, it's kind of cheap right now. This is super advanced degenerate shit. Do not follow me, my children, because you don't have risk appetite for this stuff right now. 80% of your money should be going to the majors, and more than like 60% of that should be going to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Maybe Sol, okay? But let's just get back to like the old times where like we're just trying to fuck hot bitches. Who cares what race they are? Can't we just get back to that? Like what? Like we're starting to get to like she's pretty but she's fucking black. All right, she's pretty but she's Indian. Like so, like is she hot? Is she hot? Is she hot? Like what are we doing right now? It's like it's starting to get gay a little bit. Like I understand the race thing a little because it's funny because we're seeing like because you know why we're focusing so much on race today, because the economy's bad. Because the dollar, we're under economic instability in the States. What do you think is happening to cuck Europe and the rest of the world? Bad. That's why the reason racism goes up is because like when the money's down, people are just complaining about everything. Let's get back. All right.
It's crisscross.
That's actually an epidemic. That's essentially diabetes in the system right now, in our minds. The torta push?
Hoflation, dog.
It's no. That's not. Well. I mean, they've inflated a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's an IQ thing. What do you mean? Elaborate, John Fly. But anyway, like, let's get back. I mean, like, back in the Ziz era, man, we're just trying to make, bro, we're all going to make it. Bro, it's all over. We have hope. We're say what you want, but the millennials, why they're always going to cut Kyle's generation, is because we have hope and we still have hope.
I don't know. You guys started the social justice warrior shit.
No, that was put upon us, bro. Like that was like that was extra.
Almost
that was extra
all the
boomer
Gen
money
Z shit put upon
paying
us.
these fucking losers in like. And that's the thing. The only people who got into any, I don't know a single person who doesn't have a college degree that's in that leftist shit. Like people who have college, I mean, who went to like people who went on the blue collar route and stuff like. It's usually white collar people that went to college that are in that shit, and then a lot of them like post things, but they're faking it because in reality, they's like, I have a job, I gotta play a role. So they're kind of like it's like sort of like I work for the military industrial complex, but like I don't believe this shit, but that check clears, bro.
My moral's leaving as soon as that Raytheon money kicks in.
All girls are crazy, my friend. That's the thing you don't know. So some girls are a little more repressed with her, so the culture just keeps them in line a little bit more, but they're all crazy. I literally on the last streams, I even said this to one of our female viewers and stuff, one of the 7%, female viewers here, that they're all the same. Doesn't matter if they're 40, they're 5, they're 10. They're all like that. Girls get jealous. Girls hate other girls. If I had 2 daughters, one of my daughters would be mad because I'm giving my other daughter more attention. And then the other daughter will get revenge and pull her hair and do shit. I don't have daughters, but like if I did, I'd tell you.
This is about tech.
This is about
you're in the right
everything.
place.
This is about that tech, bro. This is about that gene tech.
Gene tech, man.
I'm just saying, let's just get back to fucking hot bitches. That's it. You should be so domineering that a bitch forgets her religion and just goes with whatever. That's what she's supposed to be doing. Now it's just like, hey, if you want to go to your little family thing, go ahead. I don't care, but I ain't going to that shit. Sorry. Bye bye. Wait. Oh, you're gonna go to church? That's cool, but I'm not. Well, wait, let's just say what is she gonna do? I'm gonna go to mosque. Well, have fun. Me and my kids will stay here. Bye bye. We're baptizing kids. No, I can't. Well, fuck your family. I don't care. They're not invited. I don't care. Kids are baptized. Universe 25 stuff. Wait, what? Okay, pull it up. Tell that John Fly.
He says everyone's talking about IQ statistics. They want smart kids, idiocracy type stuff too.
But then all they care about is the looks and they're height maxing and they're trying to mog and then it's like they're trying to like they're saying all that stuff, but like so okay. So a lot of those IQ statistics and stuff like that, it's true. There's a lot of validity to it and stuff like that, but like there's smart people in every race. And it does take, look, I'll say this, it does take a certain amount of like, intelligence to be hot. Like there's this whole thing, which is actually true that I think the looks maxing community is starting to get around to it a little bit, that like they're seeing how it takes an extreme amount of effort to look good. There is some people that are just born lucky that just, it's effortless, but it's 99% of them. No, it's still effort. It's still effort, consistency. Like I got to do my routine. Even if you think even whatever you think girls are doing, right? Their consistency. They wake up. They they wake up. They fucking they scrub their face. They do this. They get their makeup done. They go this. They go work out. The ones that work out, they watch what they're eating. It's like even or they just don't eat all day. Regardless or not, they're suffering for it. There's a lot of like stuff. Like it does take a lot. And the men, it's even more work for men and shit because we don't fraud max very much at all when it comes to makeup. And
the reason why we have this generational difference of like doomerism versus like having the virtue of pulling yourself out, right? With millennials wanting to do that shit, doomerism on the Gen Z, it's the fucking social media, dog. It really is. Like you guys didn't have that social media until pretty much high school. We had that shit since fucking 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah, I didn't have social media. Well, okay, technically I had MySpace.
Instagram.
I did have MySpace,
Kick,
MySpace and Friendster in middle school.
Facebook came out during that time too, right?
High school, yeah.
So it's like I'm just saying, growing up with social media, you also had to cater toward your profile shit. Everybody knew you. It goes down in the fucking DMs.
You know, Kyle, you're not on my Fave 5 anymore. Shut the fuck up.
It's really social media, dog. I'm being serious. Like
the climate's so crazy that like
you wouldn't get bullied. The bullying will leave at school. No, that shit comes home now, dog.
Yeah,
that shit's online.
Thomas bro, that would be the most lit shit ever, bro. Could you fucking imagine? I'd be like, this makes all the sense in the world. Could you imagine Tom from MySpace was fucking Satoshi, bro? I'd be like, he's beyond the GOAT, bro. He's beyond the GOAT. Yeah, I took the keys away, bro. Like my coins are gone, bro. I don't have no access to it. I don't care. I forgot how much he sold. I think he sold MySpace for like a few $100 million, if I remember right.
I think it was like 2.
Yeah, he sold MySpace sold for. Oh my bad, just
580, just half a billy.
Half a billy.
That's fucking hilarious. And then the News Corp who bought it sells it 6 years later for $35 million.
Damn.
Fuck.
What he should do is just rebuy it back.
Just rebuy it back.
And just go full. Just hire every Zoomer on the planet.
Instagram started implementing this shit, especially with the song stuff, with now doing like your little story shit where you can put a song or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
but it'll never be the same as MySpace.
MySpace was sick, bro. You know how they killed it when the News Corp bought it? They bought it and they used it as a billboard for Spider-Man 3. No, they did. They nuked it. Basically, the entire. I remember logging in just to see what's going on. This is after I think Instagram was already coming out and Facebook was already out and shit. And I don't know if Snapchat was out yet, but it may have been. They literally what they did is they just bombarded it for Spider-Man 3. And then it was so fucking bad. People were like, "What the fuck? I can't escape the Spider-Man 3 ads." There's and then that was the death nail. Basically, they sacrificed it for fucking
ad space.
For ad space, yeah. Bye bye. He could bring it back. You know how that was what Tom has to do? Tom has to relaunch MySpace with another founder. With the Twitter founder, the original Twitter founder. They jointly launch it together. You tell me that won't smack, dog. We got Tom from MySpace. And we Jack what's his name? Jack something. Fuck. Write his name.
Jack Dorsey.
Jack Dorsey, yeah. because he tried to like come back with his own social media. He did it too fast. But the big consensus basically, if like when like MySpace was, when Twitter was being hated a lot and stuff, like that's when he should have relaunched it, because like basically he tried to like remake a new one and it flopped. Basically, he should have just waited until like there's a bunch of hate and then it could have maybe hit. Yeah, Jack Dorsey and fucking Tom from MySpace worked together to bring MySpace back. Buy Vine with it too.
No, fuck Vine, dog. Bring back fucking World Star fucking Vine comps, dude.
They're like we're fusing together. We've bought World Star Hip Hop, Vine, and MySpace. We got Tom
and DatPiff just cause.
And DatPiff just cause. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine having like all that? Like you fused all these old entities together, and it's like, they're like yo, this might hit Tumblr. I keep Tumblr, bro. Fuck Tumblr.
Yeah. Fuck Tumblr was like shit posting, but
yeah, ton of shit.
Remember this shit. Never mind.
Yeah, I know they're trying to IQ max. They're trying to IQ max, but like, I don't really believe a lot of the IQ shit that comes out of China. Really, if we're being honest. Now, obviously, like Japan, of course, high IQ and stuff like this, but I believe our IQ would be higher in America, or at least comparable, much higher. Except our schooling system, we just allowed to be bastardized. They intentionally made the school system so bad to keep us retarded, basically, and. I think now that we've gotten rid of the Department of Education, and we are advancing that whole sector now. And if now it's up to each state to do it. I think education is going to improve over time. I am hopeful. That's me being a fucking hopeful millennial. But pretty interesting. Vine's cool. Vine failed because basically they didn't want to pay the top influencers. They didn't
want to monetize.
They didn't want to monetize. Like King Bach and all these guys got together.
Logan Paul.
They band it together like the Avengers.
Yeah, basically, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, and they says if you don't start paying us for just pay something. They literally were so like not even like evil about it. Just pay something.
They all left and they all tried to transverse into YouTube. Only some made it, right? Yeah. And you know what happened? 2 years after all that bullshit with Vine and they converted into YouTubers, adpocalypse happens on YouTube.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they ain't paying shit. Fuck them either way. Fucking wrecked on crypto. I got a perfect 10 on my test. I even wrote my name in cursive. They weren't ready.
All right, let me play something for you guys. Just to show I'm not lying about this shit. All right.
Guinness Book of World Record for the most Vine followers. I'm taking that to the grave. Wow.
What was it like when you had the most followers and just watching that platform disappear?
Oh, it was crazy for 3 days, and then they deleted the app.
That's how much notice you had? 3 days?
No. So, the reason we shut it down is because, like, we all wanted to get paid. Like, it was like, I don't know, the top 10 most followed Vine, we all got together, and we were like, yo, we're all broke. We was like, we want to get some money. Y'all make it. We bringing all these users to y'all platform. What's up? And we told them, listen, we just want to get compensated. Like YouTube. YouTube is compensating based on the ads, right?
Sure.
So that's what we wanted, and they were not seeing that at all. And then we were like, all right, we're just not gonna create on this platform. Let's just go create on other platforms that we're getting paid for. And eventually people stopped going to Vine because we weren't posting content on there. They were going to see where our content was. It was on Instagram, YouTube. And so boom, if no one's going to the platform gotta go. I still got the Guinness.
You gotta pay the talent.
Yeah.
Yup. I mean, they basically they unionized and they said nah. So like they just left. They left, and then so the top most productive workers left. Yo, this factory sucks. They died. I mean, that's what happened.
I mean, that's why TikTok survived.
They could have paid them something like, and then it's okay. We haven't really monetized just yet. We'll start low right now, but we'll bring more as more ads come in. You guys have to go on some media. That's why I would have done it.
Why do you think Snapchat survived? They monetized. They're what the highest.
They should be dead already.
They should be dead already. That fucking platform should have died by COVID.
Yeah. Wait, the guy from Drake and Josh. Yeah,
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck. He's still around. He's doing some good shit. Actually, Josh, Drake actually had some crazy shit. Like he basically he got molested.
Yeah, he was getting molested by one of the executive producers or some shit.
Yeah, his singing, basically his like voice or singing coach.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
His mom would drop him off there and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
It's not good. And like Josh was actually really weird about it forever and shit. It was like really strange because I like Josh a lot. I like Josh as a person and like as he is there, but like he kind of just like I don't know whether like maybe in deep down he's like Drake's always been more famous, but now he's more famous.
And then
like,
Drake goes to Mexico and becomes more famous.
Becomes more famous. So yeah, then Drake goes to Mexico, starts spinning in Spanish, starts fucking all the hoes. He's a megastar in Mexico. You see, he's making the generational shit.
Yeah, because alt rock never died in Mexico.
Yeah.
It just kind of stayed the same.
It's pretty underground now, but man, there was this point, like I would say late 80s to like very early 2000s, there was this whole like rock wave, like kind of Mexican rock wave and shit that went down. It was like some bangers. I've talked about this in the Crypto Mindset course, actually.
Yeah. Drake with the Enya on there.
Yeah. Drake. But that was Drake before Drake.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if Drake's trying to sue him. He's like, no, dog, I had the name before you.
Well, actually, what did Degrassi go out first?
No. But he wasn't called Drake on Degrassi.
Well, I know, but I mean, still Drake.
Well, the original Drake was Draco, which was Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
Snacks coming out with XR glasses, so they pivot to hardware as well. Yeah, Meta's doing the same thing as well. I've actually tried some of the Meta glasses before. I just don't like the styles of it. I wish there was more styles of it, but like they're coming out with like they'll be decent and stuff like that. Everyone says buy Bitcoin, but what's the next Bitcoin with asymmetric reassign? Well, I can maybe tell you that, but here's the problem: is there's risk with that because there's a high chance with large returns, there's large chance of loss, and most people can't handle that. That's why we tell you, if I tell you put half your fucking money in Bitcoin and Ethereum, is to cover thy fucking asshole open, so you don't get gaped by the fucking market, the long dick of the market, and get sodomized. And then come back here crying, Miguel, you told me this coin had the potential for a tremendous upside. And then the upside, either it sort of happens, but not as high as we thought, or it doesn't happen at all. And then you're like, I'm ass out, pink socked, fucked. I hate you, Miguel. There is, okay, what's the next Bitcoin? There really is no next Bitcoin, bro. It's Bitcoin, dude. Like, it's Bitcoin, dog. That's our goal. Like, if Bitcoin crashes, bro, we'll go into a 6-year bear market. And if Bitcoin literally goes away, like, it's fucked. We're looking for a coin that can do really well and can make multiples. You can make 100. There's going to be coins like there is no second best, right? But if there ever is a second best, it'd be Ethereum. Let's be for real. But like, it's fucking Bitcoin, dog. I don't know what the fuck I mean, I make all these jokes and shit, but it's the fucking truth. You need to build Bitcoin up when the price is low, and then once Bitcoin hits a certain price where you're like, okay, I think we're past the point of no return. Where like that's why for me, I said, do not buy Bitcoin above $52,000. Your capital is better spent in altcoins and in Ethereum, as an example. And then that was the right decision because Solana went higher, tons of stuff went higher after that. But I was saying this back in 23 and 24. 25 just rolled. We still made money on meme coins and stuff. We had to survive. But I mean, Tau could do very good over time. I think Monero's a great coin. Monero's going to be here years from now. Tau possibly could be here for next cycle, but we'll see if they can actually. The problem is the next cycle is going to be like where these AI coins that launch now, are they actually going to do anything? So this is where we're going to see like the real tech development on Tau, real tech development on Render, on Fetch AI, on virtuals. Well, let's see where, who's actually got the sauce. And then usually what happens is one or two of these actually hit okay. Two hit okay, the other two fail. And then a brand new coin that jacked all their tech just goes like doink. And then like by the time you get into it, it's already flat. It started flatlining already. And you're like, God damn it. You maybe catch a little bit. You may catch 4 or 5 X's on it, 3 X's, 4X on it, because it's a trend, but you didn't catch it when it was like super low market cap. And so you mixed all the crazy X's on it, but it's still making like solid returns, but you missed all the fucking crazy money on it, but you still made money on it. So cool. And then you're trying to find the next one. And then this is how people get into speculation. And then you start jumping into quick pump and dumps because you missed the real runner, because like how else would you have found it? It's fucking was nothing in market cap. And it was totally pumped up from an inside job. Duh. Unless you just got very lucky and found it. And I get very lucky and I find things, but like, but then like, you're like, I'm gonna tell you this coin I'm getting into. Okay, Miguel. I'm like, I don't believe you. And then it's like, and then it happens, and then you're like, I should have put more into it. But yeah, it's not. But your portfolio is like $15,000. Be retarded for you to put more than $500 into some fucking long shot play. You know, everything I'm saying here is how to get rich. It's the truth. I'm telling you the fucking truth. All right, next one, Kyle.
We got Nostradamus with the $5 super chat saying, shout out to you and CC. Where do you see the price of Pulse X if we do get an alt season in March?
It's all going to zero.
You have it too, Miguel.
Promises will be racist. Stop.
Here, hold on. Go.
I will say something racist.
All right, read it again, Kyle.
It says, shout out to you and CC. Where do you see the price of Pulse X? And if we do get an alt season in March? So Pulse X price if alt season in March.
So between now and March, we have ProveX has to launch the token at least. I don't think the platform's ready. The token should launch before March. I'm actually shocked it hasn't launched already. I think Richard's seeing for a breakout on the Ethereum because obviously he's not fucking. He's waiting for a little upside. Usually what he'll do is he'll wait for Bitcoin Ethereum to kind of go up a little bit, and then once it kind of chills out, but it's still heading up.
Yep.
He'll launch it in a quiet period, so we have all the attention because he's an attention seeker. And from there it launched, so it's probably like February to it's probably gonna be now early February. I mean, prove me wrong. I launched on the 28th of January because 28th is a money day. And then say numerology. He's like, numerology isn't real. 369, damn she fine. 555, cuatro cinco.
You horse motherfuckers right now.
What's the inflation rate? 369. Damn she
fine.
Skeet. And all kinds of stuff, right? But the Pulse X price right now is at 12. Basically, it'd be nice to, I think around that time, maybe it'd probably double by then at least to maybe a trip would be a lot right now, but because it's so repressed right now, so it'd probably get up somewhere between 24 to 36 would probably be the range there, probably 30% there. And Pulse Chain would probably be in the 40s to maybe slight 50s at most, probably 40s, because so much time has passed and so much Pulse X is being burned because the buy and burn that the spread between Pulse X and Pulse Chain is very small now because the supply is there's so much of a burn on Pulse Chain Pulse X versus Pulse Chain that eventually it's going to Pulse X is going to be much rarer than Pulse Chain. The only thing that'll leave that is if there's a market listing on a major platform, it would have to be Pulse Chain. But if we get all of them listed, let's just say only Pulse Chain and PHEX were listed on exchanges, then Pulse Chain will gain back that lead, but it still would pull up Pulse X. The thing is that the pump we would get into March would be a recovery back to where we should be. We should be back above 30% or 30 versus where we're at 12 because Pulse X's all-time low is 9. So we're at 12. So we're 33% above its all-time low right now. So the prices are great to buy right now. We're near lows. Technically Pulse Chain's at a better price right now because its low used to be 30, 31, and now we're at fucking 14 on it. Let me look. Let me look at the price right now. Give me 1 second. People like Miguel doesn't even talk about Pulse Chain anymore. Motherfuckers don't even ask me questions about Pulse Chain. You've acted me like Miguel's I'm so afraid to talk about anything. Bro, just answer ask me the question if you give a fuck. So Pulse Chain right now, right? We're at 14. Its old all-time low used to be 31, 33. So it would probably be 40 on a recovery pump, and then Pulse X would be somewhere in the mid to low 30s. That's a really nice recovery. That means if you bought here, you could 2-3x your money, probably 2.5x. If we'd have to recover up, and then everyone in Pulse Chain would be like, yeah, I don't feel so dumb anymore, and then the meme coin volume would go up on pump.tires, and then from there it's let's see if it actually can go up, and if we can, that'd be nice to get back in the 60s with Pulse Chain. That'd be really nice. That'd put us at a very strong, maybe 4x on Pulse Chain. to like a 3.5x on PulseX, and now everyone's feeling better because now 1 billion Pulse chain is $60,000 instead of 14,000, and then that would put PulseX at $48,000 to $52,000 per billion, and I bought it at 12 grand, and then like now I don't feel poor no more. And that's just what it is. The thing is like this community is too strong to die, basically. Unless Richard gets arrested and, you know, gang raped and shit, like it's not going anywhere, basically. So like say what you want, like the Pulse chain community is as retardedly strong as the XRP army is. Like, and it's just I'll hold it to zero. So will other people. There's just people like will just not dump it. Like it's just we're just not going anywhere. The true backbone people are like too stubborn to sell it. Like all this bad stuff. Like I've had so many people had so much opportunities to sell it. They don't want to. So where else is it going to go? We'd survive. I'd survive a bear market on Pulse chain. It'd be fucking terrible. But like it's like, oh well. I mean, like fuck. Why would I sell it now? That's the absolute truth. That's the absolute truth. Because there's plenty of times to have sold it higher. Like literally the prices were like 2 times higher, 2.5 times higher. You could have sold it there, but then you're like, oh, it could break up higher. So that's the part of human greed. That's the truth, you know? Let me get the next super chat. Are Radium and Peng? Oh, is that Pengu? Yes, they're still big plays. Radium is more of a levered play on Solana versus like Pengu is just pretty much it's basically one of the top memes on Solana, period. It's really one of the top memes in crypto. I think it's a very, very good meme. A lot of financial backing with it. NASDAQ fucks with it and shit like that. It's one of the top meme coins. It's also slightly related to Nobody and Roy as well. They're all part of the same sort of group and stuff. It's basically something I call the IP plays, basically. So, yeah, it's one of the what I call IP plays, which is like either an NFT or a web comic or basically any entity that's had some outside influence that basically was already famous either because of crypto or has been like a part of internet culture and now are trying to monetize with the community token, and they can be really successful. I've made some really good money on IP coins. Eventually I predicted this for a long time now that, we are going to get like a Punks. It could be in the next cycle, but we will get a Punks, a Bored Ape Yacht Club coin. We are going to get some of these older IP coins on like NFTs. Only the top, like either B or A tier, S tier NFTs that like people remember, that people made money on, that like crossed over into mainstream. Pengu didn't really it crossed over into mainstream in crypto, but didn't really go mainstream in TradFi and sort of the world, but it just became successful. It was on the Sphere back here in Las Vegas that it just became so big that it is S tier now.
Yeah, and I think that one cost them maybe
a Wild Charlie.
Oh my God, we're back. But I think that one cost them something like maybe $500,000. Probably with a premium, maybe let's say $700,000 to do that over that was the Christmas weekend.
Yeah, the Christmas weekend.
Yeah, so I bet that was pretty expensive. But
AI Charlie. Wait.
Yeah.
It's
not real. But what do you call it? I think like what Ansem or any of these other guys who've tried to do
Dog with Hat.
Dog with Hat, or anybody else who's tried to get on the Sphere. The one thing about the Sphere is they won't just accept anybody to put on there.
Right.
It's like, I mean, what you got some of these like adult conventions and stuff happening in Vegas. I highly doubt we'll ever see an advertisement for that on the Sphere. You know what I mean? So like Pudgy Penguins is one of those brands that's like,
it's cute enough.
It's cute. Yeah. It's lovable. It's family friendly. It's something that can, in Japan, if it ever caught on, people would be like, oh, kawaii, and shit like that. So like, so like, it's possible that brand can like have a lot more impact long term. And then you got Tom Lee, and you got, like you said, Fidelity in on it. So that's good. But the one thing we've learned about Pengu is that It does pump and it does dump like a meme coin.
Yes.
So
which is good and bad. There's uses for that.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, and what do you think Wall Street's used for it is?
Right.
Right.
And it's attached to a real business now. You know, they do sell plushies and they sell these things. And every time they sell something physical, it does burn a bit of the token supply. They use it for a buy and burn. And, you know, it was really one of the first things where like he did not create, the guy who created Punchy Penguins is not the guy who runs it now. He bought the IP. He bought the whole thing from him when it was dirt cheap, smart move.
Yeah, Lucas Nentz, right?
Yeah. And then great founder, great CEO. I want to call him founder, but great CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great guy running it, owner, CEO. And what he did is took his connections, he made plushies and he sold them in Walmart. They sold out like crazy. He created it was during 24, right? Yeah.
What do you mean?
When he came with the plushies in Walmart?
Oh, in Walmart? It might have been 23.
It could have been 23.
Because he's been working on it for quite a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like sort of like CEOs / founders / owners that are like I'm going to be the number one thing in the world. I like you have to be that like courageous and cocky and stuff to make it, because it's like I'm trying to crush everybody.
You have to put the plushies.
The plushies. Oh, wait, no. 2022? Yeah. Expansion to physical toys, Walmart? It must have been 23 then. It must have been 23.
Yeah, that was probably when they announced it in 22, and then they probably did it in 23. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty early in their kind of rebranding phase.
Yeah, and then it also, May of 22.
Well, and the other thing, remember when that happened? I remember being like, because like, you know, you got all these headlines of AWS, Walmart are using crypto projects. Right. Everybody's like rolling their eyes like, yeah, sure. And this one actually was being deployed in Walmart. You could actually go there, you know, get your kid a plushie, all that stuff. And I remember in 23 when people were talking about it, most people were just like, bro, we're in a bear market. What, you know, or like we're not in the crazy part of the bull market yet, whatever. You know, people just wrote it off.
Right.
You know, they just forgot about it for a while.
And then so during the plushies, the NFTs actually went up a little. They went up to 1 Ethereum. And then afterwards they didn't crash back down to where they were like a tenth of an Ethereum, but they went down to like, you know, 60%, 50% of an Ethereum. And
they
then
found their floor.
If they found a new floor, they went higher, but they went to a new floor because people kind of like, oh, it's chilling off. And then the coin announcement and the airdrop happened.
Yeah.
And anyone who held it was, so we during 23, we actually did this in 2023 actually. We did one of the only we did one we sometimes we experiment with new, like, you know, new products and stuff, and sometimes, like, you know, we had a lot of demand of people asking us, because it's still like, even in early 23 and especially in 22, it looked like NFTs could come back.
Right.
So we said, okay, we're going to do a master class on NFTs. So we did it as an additive. Hey, you guys, you know, we didn't promote it, we promoted it inside the courses. We're like, hey, you guys, we're going to do an NFT course.
Yep.
It was us, Anorak, and we had a couple other guys as well.
Rocky
and stuff. I think we had Red Nitrous a little in there too as well.
Yeah, for a little bit. Yep.
For a little bit in there. And one of the only recommendations we gave people as an NFT to buy, literally one of the only ones, was
Pengu. Yeah, we almost
the only one.
I'd have to go back and watch the videos to see what else, but we were like, yeah, bros, now is not really the time. But, you know, scoop up some Pengu.
Because NFTs are still dipping.
Yeah, they're still dipping.
They're still dipping. But there was certain ones that just were dipping slow. Like, you knew like Bored Ape Yacht Club, the punks. I'd say the punks have really taken a bad seat. It's really like most people know like the Yacht Club now, really.
Yeah, I think
Bored Ape
punks have been kind of like accumulated a little bit as like a collector's item,
right?
But like bought like quietly. I think there's some people who are just like, okay, I'll scoop up here and there on some of like the OG stuff, so that when it does come back, you know, they'll notice and then they'll make some good money on that. Because I mean, NFTs aren't dead forever, and I know that's like just as crazy to say as the 4-year cycle also isn't dead. Oh my god! Right?
I'm not listening.
Like,
Charlie,
also we might still be in a bull market. Oh my god! Like all these things are foreboded.
Layla Hapburn says it's over, bro. Ben Bernanke said it's over.
But I think there's still, you know, good opportunity there. Long term, when you could buy stuff just dirt cheap. I'm sure when we get to the bottom of the current 4-year cycle, which should be in October of 2026 this year, if, you know, things stay online, plus or minus like a few months, right? Actually, mostly plus, but I don't think it'll come earlier. But around that time, that's the kind of the conundrum is it cheap enough in ETH? Or in dollars. Like, which way are you looking at it? Because you're gonna have
there's two different times. Like, sometimes it's cheap in ETH, but dollars is kind of hot. Yeah.
And so, like, what would you rather have? Would you rather have it be cheap in ETH or in dollars? Because I can see a case for both.
cheap and ETH only matters when when the Ethereum price is low too. So it's like, so you get the double whammy where like, it's sort of like you get double negative feedback.
If we're at a new all-time high, I'm okay with it being, you know, cheap and ETH.
Right. But that's true too. Yeah. Cause it's like, let's just say Ethereum, like $800 and then like the NFT hits its all-time low of like 5% of an Ethereum. You're like, all right, I'll buy it because it's like it's cheap in that it's hit the all-time low, and like sometimes you get the double. You get like it's cheap in ETH and in dollars.
Yeah,
it's like wow, okay, I'll spend it. You don't care. But then the problem is that then it's like Ethereum starts getting to a certain price, and even though the price in Ethereum is going down, the dollar cost is like you're like wow, it's like Ethereum's at $3,000 and they're asking for
but you could get so much more Ethereum. When the dollar is cheap, right? So it's like I kind of like well, like if you kind of look at what we had last cycle, right? Okay. Ethereum bottomed along with Bitcoin. It did bottom a little early, kind of had like a double bottom.
Yeah.
But it bottomed along with Bitcoin, started going up, took about 6 to 9 months before like the majority of altcoins were moving. Maybe the first 3 months you had like a select few altcoins moving or like a early batch. And then, I would say like about a year in, you probably, if you're going to see NFTs come back at any point in the next cycle, the opportunity for them to start coming back would probably be about a year into the next cycle. So I'd say like Q4 2027 might be like just like the 6 months before that might be a good time to keep an eye. So like the middle of next year, like summer of next year, like a year and a half from now, basically start paying attention a little bit more to NFTs. You could watch them from time to time before then, but you might get a good deal.
See something?
It's kind of like real estate. It might bottom along with real estate because they're both illiquid.
That is the one thing like NFTs are showing like, bro, the coin meta is much more. It's like having the sort of the basically like whatever you call it, the bonding curve or whatever when it comes to liquidity pools is just so much more superior because you can sell your stack or slow your like there's always a buyer because the money's there,
right?
Versus like having to fight illiquid markets is actually kind of scary because if there's no buyers, like it's over.
Yeah.
You essentially went to zero.
And any market makers for NFTs would basically be money launderers if they were, they're given the temptation.
I will say to this, I do think a lot of money laundering has happened. More money laundering's happened through NFTs than anything.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, wow, this guy, why would this guy buy this dumb Ether rock for the, I believe the Ethereum hot take, either the Ethereum Foundation or somebody in the Ethereum space or somebody transferred money to Ethereum to do this purchase is to pay someone for a service. It's sort of like you're the president of the United States, and then magically you start getting all these $500,000 speaking engagements afterwards. So like imagine you do some grime and that's all over, and then like I own this thing I have here, and then someone just bought it for $500,000. How did that happen? And it's like, wow, I'm selling so like I bet some of that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some of them, it's like a way.
I mean, when we with the show Billions, right? When you see him get
like, that's so crazy.
The different art, and stuff like that. I mean, it's the same thing there as what the rich do here. But
oh no, I thought you were talking about the other thing. Is like you did good, Pat. You did good. 2 million in cold hard crypto.
Oh no! I meant more like you see them do a couple money moves with art.
Yeah.
In that show
to mix the taxes, right?
Right. To kind of like fudge up stuff, basically. But we have Hostradamus in the chat saying NFTs are now NFTs in their current form or their popularized form. I would say is a general L, right? It's a collector's item at that point. It's a Beanie Baby. It's Pokemon. Right, which sometimes that pans out, sometimes it doesn't. But I mean, if you look at what NFTs are, right, it's a contract to own something, right? It's a smart contract, but in this case for JPEG. So that's stupid, right? Why would you want that? Versus if you have a smart contract for, let's say, real estate, you could have tokenized real estate, or you can have NFT real estate. You can have a deed on an Ethereum contract, basically as an NFT. Or you can actually tokenize it, have it fractionalized, and have yield on it. You can have yield on the NFT too, most likely, but it's going to be interesting to kind of see. Like, I think the tokenization and the real world asset side is going to take off from Wall Street.
Yeah,
but I could see them using the NFT technology as well, kind of mixing those two. And at some point, it'll be interesting to see kind of how the technology is used. But yeah, I would say to like write off the technology completely and say that'll never be something that we use in crypto for another purpose, because it will be repurposed, is stupid. Because it's kind of like when back in the day, everybody was like, well, Bitcoin's the only coin we have, Peercoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all these other things, but nothing is as good as Bitcoin. If you look at, I did the math actually on the show that we did last night for Moon Gang 200 episode. I did the math on Ethereum at $120 and Bitcoin at 5,000
right
to their current prices are both roughly about a 20x. They've matched, even though it doesn't seem like it.
Right.
But it's since the COVID time. If you go from the top of what they had at their all-time highs in 2021, Bitcoin's beat Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting to kind of look at it that way. But like if you were to write off altcoins completely back in 2015, right? For the short term, yeah, you're absolutely correct. But if you just like when 2017 came, you're like, I'm not going to buy altcoins or anything other than Bitcoin simply because, right? It's been a scam.
Right.
You would have missed out on the best cycle in all of crypto.
All of crypto.
Yeah, or at all time practically. So
I will say, like, you had the gains were less coins, even though it looked like there was so many coins, but there was less coins really. So the choice, it was easier choices back then. Like it wasn't until the last 2 months. That's when it sped up, when there was a lot of coins coming out. But like they're so very like it was not the easiest to get into everything. You had to use very sketchy exchanges. My Ether Delta, which was such a clusterfuck. And
man,
everything. I mean, I did like KuCoin. KuCoin eventually towards the end there got a little better, and then Binance and stuff. But like, just think about this: you were able to buy, depending on where you got in, $8, $5, $2 Ethereum, and it ran to $1,400. Ugh. 50 cent, 25 cent Litecoin went to $380. Depending, like $100 to $500 Bitcoin, 20 G's.
Not a bad run.
That's the big three of that cycle.
Well, and then what do you call it? My
XRP went up too a lot. Yeah.
I was gonna say my pride and joy Verge riding on the privacy coin hype. What it did from beginning of November 2017 to end of December or January 2018, went from about 30% of a penny to 30 cents. That's an e-hex run, not over the course of a year or two, but over the course of 2 freaking months, bro. Like that's how wild 2017 was.
Damn, this is kind of bearish from this dude.
Oh, Ivan on Tech.
Ivan on Tech, crypto maximalism is dead. He says being crypto only means it's not underperforming new data. Bro, when the bottom's in, bro. Like when we see shit like this, bro,
I want to play that video. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, let's hear. I like Ivan on Tech, but like the only thing I can understand taking a vacation, but like during a couple of cycles, he just completely disappears during like the bear market.
Yeah, and so I mean, the fact that he's still here means he's unsure to some extent.
Yeah. Let's see what he says.
One thing is for sure, guys, it's the 360. I keep telling you about the 360 is the 360 investor that we all have to be in one way or another. Crypto only, you see yourself. Crypto only, you're missing out on a lot. Actually, you're also going down. But being 360, being in precious metals, monitoring what's happening in the stock market, monitoring the crypto market, and so on and so forth. It's
unmute me.
You're good.
Oh, okay. Why we only talking about precious metals because it's going up. Where was the precious metal talk when it was fucking sideways for 10 years?
Yeah,
like that's hype. Decade. That's following the hype.
But dude, there's no such thing as opportunity cost there.
But this thing is like you guys like precious metals. Like as much as we want to say like everyone should know about gold and silver and shit, but like let's be for real there. Like silver has gone from like $25-$30 till it's $93. It probably
3x,
a 3x, right?
Basically,
I get that on meme coins, dog.
Yeah,
but I don't have to wait fucking 15-16 years to get it.
Right.
I mean,
but I forgot about it. I bought and held it. Right. It was money that I wasn't expecting. Right. Which is nice. Yeah. But at the same time, like you said, like,
why is Vladimir wearing makeup?
What?
He starts asking, why is he wearing makeup? I think he's wearing sunblock. Really, that's
who the hell knows. But I mean, he's got a really good professional setup. So yeah. I mean, he's probably leaning into production quality. But anyways, smart guy. I mean, he's been around the block for a while, right?
Nothing but respect for him, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. But I would say is kind of a little bit like a Gainsey tell, because Gainsey
Gainsey, yeah.
Remember when I said that I saw that video of him like trashing Ethereum?
Yeah,
he was this was back when Ethereum was like 1300 in early 2025, and he was basically saying like, yeah, pretty much if you bought Ethereum this entire 4-year cycle, you are retarded. And then he laid out the reason why. I think he was like more reflecting the sentiment of overall crypto at the time, because people are like, well, it's not even close to an all-time high. And then it just ripped from what, $1,200 to $4,400.
Yeah.
Did a 3x in like 3 months. or just 4 months or something like that. So,
and that's with the manipulation. Like, they were obviously holding Ethereum down.
Yeah.
I know that. I mean, it's pretty conclusive. Like
Yeah.
they were holding it back and shit from pumping and stuff. But also, like, it's also the first time we've actually institutions. They mostly just know with Bitcoin. Basically, they I mean, there's no way in hell if they're under. I mean, more people in the world know what Bitcoin is, but going into the future, people are also going to know Ethereum very well as well.
right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I think right now the narrative to dissuade people from accumulating Ethereum is, well, the banks, are building their own rails in crypto here. Like, they're not using crypto rails. This is crazy. It's like, yeah, of course they're going to try to build some of their own shit, but it's either going to be based on EVM technology, which will then be Ethereum compatible, or it's going to be built on Ethereum. We know for a fact that Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the EU are creating central bank digital currencies, or in the process of discussing it all and creating that at the same time. And they're using Ethereum, and they're using Ethereum L2s. So
right,
yeah, the governments, banks, everybody's going to be on Ethereum. So long term, that's a good buy. But yeah, I kind of view this as a sentiment signal of like, man, they're getting so bearish. They're saying like it's all over for everything here. We got to leave this entire industry and go buy gold.
But here's the problem is that you got like from this. I said this early in the stream. Two things. Me and Charlie, it's like we tell each other all the time, right? Don't forget what got you to the rodeo.
Absolutely.
Don't break up the band.
Yep.
Right. And for a normal person, right, what got you to the rodeo is like being consistent and DCAing, right? And then don't forget rule number 1, right?
Yeah.
Don't break up the band. Don't stop doing the thing that got you successful. And the problem is that most people in crypto got rich from being all in crypto and focusing. Now, I'm not saying you can't have a stock portfolio. You can't have this.
No,
but let's stop pretending that like we're fucking precious metal experts.
Correct.
We're not.
Yeah.
And you're only jumping in at the hype part. So you're going to get fucked. You're the exit liquidity if you're not careful.
Absolutely. And like, yeah, you should have some diversification if you want some, Meg 7, Nvidia stock or whatever.
But that's already, that's
perfectly fine.
diversification once you have some wealth already.
Correct. Yeah.
Not if you're going to build wealth.
Yeah, if you're building from zero, crypto's the absolute best way to do it. How we've talked every once in a while about like, hey, if we were ever to go like homeless or dirt poor, dirt poor, we would make it
horrible discussions. Terrible.
We'd crawl back, and we'd get somebody to donate us a what do you call it, some sort of like GoPro or something.
Yeah.
We'd go accumulate cans if we had to and buy some meme
coins.
The
Crow Army.
Buy some meme coins and trade it on up back to a good level, and then keep building that, right? Which I think would be a very interesting.
I think it'd go viral. It'd go viral.
It would absolutely.
Crypto bros in the streets picking up cans. Yo, Miguel Charlie made themselves back to millionaires.
Charlie and Miguel have a what do you call it? What do you call it?
The memes of us being homeless.
A corner.
Crypto bros homeless. Could you imagine?
We could lead into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle style, because we'd have like a corner underneath the Vegas Strip in like the sewer. But like, all jokes aside, crypto's the only industry where you could actually do that.
Yeah.
And it could work.
And it could work out. Yeah. We get battled back. It's like we don't have the money to do this, but we're going live on Instagram Live, like whatever the fuck we just.
Like, hey, we got donated a cell phone and a GoPro, and a Starlink connection. That's all we need, Miguel.
The thumbnails are gonna be like me and you on Fresh and Fit with these nice fucking expensive suits, and then it's like us in trash bags.
Have you ever seen the Steve Martin movie, The Jerk?
No, you told me.
Oh, dude, you gotta watch that movie. It is so funny. But like, he goes from like a poor black child, which it's the beginning of the movie. He's like, I was born a poor black child, but he's Steve Martin. So, which gives you the idea of the movie, right?
Yeah.
And then basically he gets rich and he does really well, and then he ends up, like a crackhead on the street again at the end.
Oh wow!
But like when he's divorcing his wife, he's like grabbing stuff from his house. He's like, "This is all I need. I just need this chair, and my dog." And it's like literally, we'd only need those 3 things, I think, to actually make it back. But yeah.
Some way, somehow, if I was homeless, I'd have a gun on me no matter what. I don't care what I'd have to do, bro. I'll be like, we're gonna have a fucking 9mm or a 45 on.
Oh yeah. At least a shank, right?
You homeless are forever. We're only temporary. Start robbing homeless. Stick them up.
Well, the fastest way to wealth if you were homeless, as long as you had like a social security number or something, just go volunteer to be ICE. I heard they're paying $70K a year.
38 odd 6. 38 sub notes in my boots.
Oh, so dumb.
Oh my god. Max, I would start training a flock of crows to like you could train. It's supposedly illegal, but like you could train crows to like pick up change. And
crows are extremely smart.
Yeah, so eventually you just across the thing you start picking up dollar bills and hundreds and shit and fucking
they're just bringing you all sorts of stuff.
Flock of 1,000 birds. Crow.
They call me Birdman.
I am the crow. All right, Kyle, let's play the rest of the video. God damn it.
But being 360, being in precious metals, monitoring what's happening in the stock market, monitoring the crypto market, and so on and so forth, it's the new meta. It is the new meta for 2026 and beyond. Also, as crypto becomes more mainstream and big, it's just another asset class. And it's not this price discovery kind of asset class like it was since 2010. It is now quite significant. It still has a lot of upside. Bitcoin will go to $1 million sooner or later. So it still has massive upside. But, it's not this massive pump out of nowhere that we had for the last 10 years. The pockets of outperformance, of crazy outperformance, will still be there, for example, with altcoins, with new launches, and so on and so forth. But Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana, and the big ones, within the coming years, they will be more and more like traditional assets. And it doesn't mean that they cannot pump. I mean, look at gold, look at palladium. They pump a lot, and they still pump a lot. And Bitcoin likely will run a bit faster than them. But look at the last 4 years. Bitcoin barely skipping up with S&P, with other assets since the COVID, not since the COVID dump, but since the COVID after the mania dump. So we had the COVID dump, then we had COVID mania. All of the stocks up a lot, crypto up a lot, and then we had the dump. So since that dump, you don't really see that good of a performance from crypto. So obviously it can change, but it's just a signal to be 360.
So I'll put it back. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about is just staying consistent and stuff. Like, look, like our competency is crypto. Now, obviously, look, if I venture out of crypto, I'm going to venture out into crypto light things. So it's like during
tech,
when it's
stuff.
tech. It's tech. Yeah. That's not big. Like we're in tech, right? Yeah. Crypto is tech. It's fintech technically.
Yep.
Fintech. But it's like, if I'm investing the thing, so it's like I'm really good at crypto. I know the cycles. I know when crypto's wrecked. Trust me, I know when crypto's wrecked. So then we know, like, I think is Coinbase's. I'll look at Coinbase's balance sheet. If they have money, they have runway. Can they borrow money cheap? Okay, cool. I'll buy Coinbase stock. Cool. Is Microsaylor liquidated? No. Is Bitcoin going to go up? Is his stock going to perform as a multiple of Bitcoin? Yes. I'll start buying Microsaylor stock. But how's Bitmine doing? Do I think Ethereum's going to do this? So it's like you can invest that way, and then of course you can buy little Amazon, some like you can buy other like. But I would stick to the financials where like I would know like because I have some like insider knowledge of like crypto. Yeah, because I'm an insider or like
we know all the details. We've seen the companies be built from zero, and so we know their whole history, kind of what they're trying to do.
And one thing I have to disagree with Ivan on Tech here, where he said like, we're past that price discovery. Crypto in 20 years is going to be somewhere between a 40 to $100 trillion industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
we're at 3 right now. We're at
stable coins right now. If Coinbase were to get the portion of stablecoin yield or whatever that Bank of America had assumed that they could grab realistically, it'd be $6 trillion. That'd be double the market cap of what we currently have in our industry just on buying pressure.
Yeah,
basically. So like, and that's just like taking a small portion of an industry from the traditional banking sector, which is absolutely insane.
And the money Tether and Circle will generate, they're going to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're going to buy, or just maybe some of them just only buy Bitcoin, but some people buy Ethereum as well.
I think they'll like once Ethereum's getting close to $1 trillion market cap.
Yeah,
that's when they're like, okay, now we gotta rotate a little bit more because they're trying to accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can. Well, Bitcoin is the thing that everybody's going after. Then once they've had their fill, which will be never, but compared to their competitors and stuff like that, then BlackRock and stuff will start rotating a little bit more towards Ethereum.
February 17th is the year of the horse. Monero is a horse token. Monero's probably going to do very good in 26. You know what 2027 is?
No.
The year of the goat.
Oh, okay.
My year.
Nice.
Also, the year of Ethereum.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Ethereum's a goat token.
Okay, interesting.
So it's another 2 more years of ETF accumulations, 2 more years of advancement. Another thing too is that Vitalik just said we've gone a little too mainstream. But he's like we need to add. He's going to start adding more privacy features to Ethereum.
Yeah.
Probably going. He's obviously copying the meta a little bit.
Yeah, well, I think the reason because he started talking about that before that meta came out. I think the reason for it is central bank digital currencies.
Yes,
like absolutely, yeah.
And I've said it so many times that to me, Ethereum is crypto. To me,
yeah,
as it's like where we got in. Obviously, like me and Charlie didn't get in 2009, 10, 11, and 12, right?
Yeah,
but everything that I've known has come from Ethereum. Now, obviously, without Bitcoin, no Ethereum.
Correct.
But without Bitcoin, Ethereum, no crypto.
Yep.
Everything comes from that. Now, obviously, Monero was created because these are things that, and like I think Satoshi even liked it actually, was things that just couldn't be implemented on Bitcoin right now.
Yeah,
because the infighting, but also like if it became too private, the government would have every basis to attack and destroy it.
Yeah, if you change Bitcoin too much and attract too much attention to it, then yeah.
Like even right now, I mean, who knows? Imagine if they made Bitcoin completely private, like truly private. Imagine if it was actually like, that'd be so cool. Oh my God, I love it. I wouldn't care about the 10-minute transactions. I'd be like, but I'd be like, hell yeah. I bought things with Bitcoin and just been like, oh my God, it makes me nervous. Like 5 minutes, go take a piss. What? How's it still 5 minutes?
Yeah, it takes a while.
It takes a while. You gotta wait for validations, and sometimes they wait for a certain amount of blocks. Sometimes with Ethereum too, but like that's them being overly careful.
Yep.
Like because a transaction on Ethereum takes 13 seconds or less, and sometimes some companies they want a certain amount of like time elapsed as well on it.
Yep.
But Mr. Beast will be in the mix too.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's gonna make it cool for the younger generations, right? Before the crypto crash, like sometime in November, I had heard that it was cool for Zoomers or Gen Z, basically to like want crypto as a Christmas gift.
Yeah, really? That's cool.
I'm not sure after the dump if that was still the case.
That'd be smart. You want to be counterintuitive in this industry, but definitely. But like this, I mean, this is kind of the title: "How to Get Crypto Rich," is to be consistent to DCA, and half of the money you're going to put into crypto has to go into majors. Now. Right now, because we're not at the bottom of the cycle, we're not in the beginning of a cycle, we're not at the at the top of the cycle, we're in the middle zone. Here is like you have to look for where does your money go the longest? It's in Ethereum, I believe. Now, I will not blame anyone who says, "Hey, Miguel, I'm just going to put half the money into Bitcoin."
Yeah,
okay, totally okay, not even a problem with that. But you have to be a long term holder with that because if we do go into a bear market, Bitcoin's at least going to go down to 52,000.
Yeah, the good thing about Bitcoin, because you don't want to hold. You want to like, what do you call it? Sell. That's why the 60-day cycles are so nice because you can sell on that and then like buy much lower.
Actually, that's even John did that during the first Moon Gang. He said about like he had not a money order. He had like a stop loss right there. He sold and then it was like, yeah, I'm just going to rebuy now lower.
Yeah,
and he was going off of your advice. Yeah, that's totally worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Totally worked.
Exactly. Right?
Huh, weird.
Surprise. But yeah, no, I think Mr. Beast, I wonder what the narrative will be for him when, he has his app functioning. Tom Lee's got, 5 to 10% of all Ethereum. They stake the shit out of it. They're giving.
They started staking a little bit.
Yeah, no, they staked a ton. Yeah. I think he staked $60 million worth of ETH last week or something like that. He staked a lot of it. But yeah, I wonder what the narrative exactly is going to be and what Mr. Beast tells his audience for the long-term play, because Bitcoin's long-term narrative is you buy it, it's engineered to do the opposite of the dollar. It will basically always go up in value against the dollar. It's going to be adopted as a tech currency, essentially. It's the best asset against inflation. Year on year, it's 120% gains. Over its entire lifetime, all this stuff. So hey, you just buy Bitcoin, hold it for 5 years, you're up, right? That's the narrative, right? So I wonder kind of like how they're going to push that same narrative for ETH to the younger generation. And then, over the course of 10 years, right, they're going to be like, oh shit, that's the narrative on ETH. And that's going to solidify the narrative on ETH, I think, for the majority of the 2030s. But I think Mr. Beast has like a pretty massive impact there. Even though most people in crypto, kind of like Pudgy Penguins, when the prices are down, they're like, oh yeah, whatever, the Walmart deal. And then like 3 years later, like, shit, I should have paid attention to that.
Right. I mean, that's always the case and stuff. He's like, because they shit on you for doing it when it's not cool. And then when it's cool, it's like, you're too late, dude.
Exactly. And like every crypto YouTuber, right? They wait until it hits the algo and it's popular on the algo. And then all of a sudden they start talking about it and they're an expert in it. It's like they've been watching the trend forever.
Right.
But
it's good for views.
They didn't have
but
the
it's not good for
testicular
finances.
Yeah, they didn't have the testicular fortitude to buy the lows, and then they're like, "Oh, now get on it," right? Just because they're trying to hit the algo. I'm like,
I do like that.
fucking
Like,
clowns, man.
I will say, at least with the the looks maxers and the kind of the red pill side of it, they're starting to come around. Like, I think a lot of this is thanks to us and being in the red pill with Myron and doing all this stuff. Like, even Sneako's was looking at like a lot of the other YouTube. He was saying, "Yeah, buy Bitcoin. Why wouldn't you buy Bitcoin?"
Yeah,
and we've talked to Sneako. We told him like, get into crypto, get into Solana.
Yeah, I mean, we penetrated the entire red pill in it and basically ooh yeah, no, and basically, what do you call it? We basically, what do you call it? Have educated the majority of the red pill, at least the people who are willing to listen, about why Bitcoin's a thing, why Ethereum's a thing, long term, how to cultivate, how to dollar cost crypto, how to do all those things.
Yeah.
And then because bro, if you go back and watch some of the videos, like even that video where we did Moon Gang #1, the Texas Chad, he was like, the only reason why Bitcoin, I just remember this, I didn't even watch the video, but he's like, the only reason why Bitcoin is going to be any good is because what do you call it? It's going to be better, a little bit better than the dollar, and the dollar is just the best of the worst currencies all around the world. Like, he's pretty fucking negative on it at the beginning, but like he was like
these Texas dudes, bro.
But he was understanding about it at least, so like he was willing to jump on the stream and talk about it. So like, I think the red pill in general, right now compared to then is like a world of difference. They would barely even hear crypto stuff when I would jump on a stream. They would I remember during the COVID crash, like about the same week that we launched the Moon Gang, I did a webinar and on somebody else's thing, and then Richard Cooper was in there, and he was saying like buy stocks on the dip and stuff like that. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm like, Bitcoin and Ethereum are gonna crush it. And then it was 6 to 9 months later, he was like, okay, now I believe you guys, and then started working with us and stuff like that. So
but it was also in vogue as well.
Yeah, and he was being asked to be paid in Ethereum at the time and stuff like that, which was smart. That was like $600 Ethereum. You're welcome.
Like and subscribe.
I hope he kept it, but I heard he didn't. But anyways, we won't talk about that.
What Miguel, Charlie, what's your thoughts on alt season? It will happen once we get into an upwards trend. Like, basically, people want to see a Bitcoin above 100 grand.
Yeah,
probably like 102, 103, just sustained, and it's like, wow. And then Ethereum, because Ethereum's becoming a little stronger now because supply is being absorbed. I'd probably like we'd probably be like $3,800, maybe $4,100 on Ethereum if Bitcoin was 100. And that's the big difference. Is last time when we were at 120, 126, I think Ethereum was like still like, it may have been 3,800 or 4,000 barely. It didn't even go to it didn't even wick up there. Like, Ethereum kind of always wicked its all-time high, like kind of at weird like sloth points in Bitcoin, which is like, well, it does happen, but it's like, it's interesting. It's like, that's what I've been saying. It's been acting very strange up until like recently.
Yeah. And I would say if you want like the ingredients for the current prices and stuff on alt season, very simple. There's a couple ingredients.
Yeah.
But you have Bitcoin not closing below where it started the year in the month.
Okay.
So Bitcoin has to close January green, because my thesis is if it can't manage a green January, it's not going to manage a green first half of the year. Probably, right? So that's the first thing. So Bitcoin has to close above $88,000 at the end of this month, and then it has to follow through with another green month in February. If those two things happen, then March is going to be bomb for crypto, in my opinion. Which is why we're setting up the crypto mindset course there in the February period, so that you guys can be prepared for that March period if it does come around to be bullish like we expect. So Bitcoin having those first green January, which I think the 60-day cycle is going to bottom out here sometime this week. Probably get some what do you call it? Some tailwind on the Clarity Act. What's his name? Brian Armstrong is in Davos right now, so he's making some concessions and stuff like that. Then towards the end of the month, we start getting a pump into February. The thing for Ethereum is to get back above about 3,600, and Ethereum will start cooking. Then I think for the total 3 chart, I can't remember the numbers specifically, but it's like once we get back above 900 billion market cap for the total 3, which is everything that's not Bitcoin and Ethereum, then the altcoins start moving. Bitcoin gets above its 20-week moving average, which is about $102,000. And then all of a sudden things start changing. And then I think the last signal is the total 3 getting above 9. It was like 940 or 960. I don't got my charts on me right now. But if you get those few things happening over the course of the next 1 month, then you're gonna get things pumping in. Could we get 6K ETH in March? I think we could get like maybe 5,500, right? And then we stall out at the end of a 60-day cycle, maybe at the end of March, and then reaccumulate. And if we hold going into April, then I think ETH could hit a new all-time high going into the beginning of Q2. But that's just an assumption. That's just a speculation, a reckless speculation. Hopefully it happens faster. If ETH basically were to go up higher and faster, I'm not going to complain.
52 is a magical number for me because that means all of Asia's, everyone's in profits ever bought Ethereum.
Yep.
And then when there's no longer the chart doesn't tell you how high it can go at that point, then
you can just rip. Yep.
Then it's alt season.
Yeah, exactly.
That's alt season.
That is in the middle. That's the middle of alt season where it's like really fucking all stations go. And a lot of people want to wait for that to buy. Right. But at the same time, I think right now is the lowest, this week specifically, is the lowest risk accumulation period that people can have because we're at the end of a 60-day cycle. We have a higher low from what we, the low capitulation point that we had in November. Usually takes a couple months to recover or like accumulate and recover from that. And if we do have then a green January and February on Bitcoin, then you're already going to be in position. And now you can buy more maybe on the breakout, sure. But you want to get stuff cheap because then it's much easier to get into profit. And then the number of X's you get is higher as well. So, buy this week.
One other thing, I forgot to talk about this, but Charles is actually people are like attacking Charles because he's going after XRP, but he's actually pretty much this is what I was saying too.
Okay. I haven't listened to the video yet. I saw the headline though. Yeah.
I was waiting myself to listen to it because I wanted to be fair about it, but like I saw it's all just XRP copers. Like, I mean, that's his truth. It's like copers, but he's absolutely true. Like the Clarity Act in the draft form and the one they try to pass is basically excludes all of crypto, but probably XRP gets given a little bone there, and that's bullshit.
Complain.
Let's go. Get ready for professor talk.
See, I broadcast to Twitter, but you'll notice there's no tweets. There's no engagement. Why? Because I uninstalled the app. And so I have API access to push StreamYard, but I don't go there. I don't read the comments. I don't deal with it anymore. What's the point? It's really easy to just sit and complain and say everything's going to be horrible and terrible and we're never going to achieve anything and the price is always going to be low and everybody's lost all their money and it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. What effort have you put in? What have you achieved? What have you built? What have you contributed to the conversation? Nothing. Absolutely.
Some of these arguments could be kind of a slippery slope too, though, right? Don't throw rocks in glass houses because I mean, like, well, Cardano, I mean,
hasn't shipped shit.
Could argue. I mean, they've shipped stuff, but is it used
now? This cycle, last cycle. I mean, what did they ship? I mean, their wallet was the Daedalus wallet.
He shipped midnight.
Well, I know,
but that wasn't even on Cardano.
That wasn't on Cardano, but it was like an airdrop and stuff. But like,
yeah.
But like,
they shipped some other like small bullshit projects. I think it was maybe in like 22 or the end of 21, but I haven't heard of anything really since. But like, whereas Ripple did go and fight the SEC, and yeah, Charles did go to Washington and do some lobbying and stuff like that. So they've done.
He's been working.
I respect him massively. Like, but they've been doing different things. It's not that they've been doing nothing.
But I also hate this sort of thing. Is like, what have you contributed? My money into the coin.
Right,
motherfucker. Like, I'm.
Well, that's the Ripple guys do.
There's a lot
liquidity there, guys. Though,
sure, but here's a big. There's a big copium from. I hate this shit. Builders versus like the most important thing in all of crypto is the hodler. It's the buyer.
True.
Fuck the builders, bro. Sure, like we build it. If no one built anything, we just had like honestly, it'd be better if there was less coins and there was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a couple coins. The Bitcoin, Ethereum would be fucking in massive prices right now.
Mm-hmm.
But like. There's this whole thing that's like I see this on Solana and I see like you guys are all building meme coins. Shut the fuck up. But like, but regardless or not, even if someone builds a meme coin and they're keeping it up and they're working hard, the whole thing is like you have to work hard for it. And like this is a man who's been in space for a long time and he looks beat like a dog right now. You look how he's basically just tired of the trolling and all this stuff because like Cardano was like during those bear market period, it's so tough. It's tough on Bowder. It's tough on everybody.
Yeah, I respect the fact that he's still here and he's still pushing and everything like that. So
absolutely,
no problem there. But yeah, I think the one thing in crypto is the buyers, the liquidity does not get respected enough because its liquidity has just until about 2023 or 2022, somewhere in there, had been kind of easy to come by. Right. And so a lot of people didn't respect that. I mean, we heard Andre Crone in this cycle say something along the lines of like, fuck the people who buy the coin because they're stupid and they're not really investors. They're just holders. Right. And it's like, bro, you're like, it's kind of like saying like, I'm trying to think of another ecosystem that has like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like just saying like another ecosystem that there's like a core pillar of it. And it's like, yeah, we don't need that. And then when that leg gets kicked out, the whole chair falls down, you know?
Yeah. The backbone of everything is the hodlers. It's the people that believe in it and the people who consistently put capital and DCA into the coins. If people lost faith in Bitcoin, it would go to zero.
Yeah.
Everything is faith-based.
And even the whales, they can only do so much. And I think that's what Richard Hart is seeing this cycle. That's what Charles Hodgkinson is seeing this cycle, is because, yeah, they could try to wick up the price and hold up a bottom, but unless they have a bunch of minnows coming in and buying up the price slowly, right? Price is not going to hold up. It's going to dump back down, right, to where it came from. So like, even if you have good whales, doesn't mean your project's going to be able to hold up in price. And if you're not going to be able to hold up in price, nobody gives a fuck about your tech, right? Yeah. And like, yeah, we're a tech industry and everybody is like, this tech is better and this is best and these people are builders. And it's like, well, yeah, but it's not just build it and they will come anymore.
Right.
Maybe it used to be in crypto last cycle or the cycle before. It definitely sure as shit ain't like that anymore. People are starting to get ideas of what actual quality is. It's like, think about what we learn each cycle as individuals, as a group, as everybody. We get better. Do you not think the entire world that's paying attention to this shit is getting better as well? And that's what changes the meta each cycle in terms of like, okay, what are we doing now, guys? Like people just aren't going to be fooled by the same shit anymore. It's like websites in 2017. If you try to get away with that shit now, with vaporware, like people aren't going to buy that. And in 2017 they did. Why? Because there was a narrative for it and it made sense at the time, but it doesn't make any sense now.
And the difficulty bomb was lower too. It was just, there was less competition as well. And it was actually kind of not that easy to launch a coin in 17.
Correct.
Yeah. Very difficult, actually.
Yeah. AI now, you can basically shit out, a meme coin any day of the week and just put it up.
And this is a perfect example of what I said, like what hurt Hex actually. Can you put us on the small screen, Kyle? What I said hurt Hex actually. So the start of like all the disaster on Hex. So I can say everything now with hindsight 2020, but like I will say this part, I fully predicted this and like fully was like against it. Was, I call them island boys, but I just call it's anyone like it's just a bunch of fucking retards where like they basically made it not cool to stake Hex anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They said, you guys are fucking stupid. I was a smart one. I didn't stake any. I told you guys to stake Hex. Evil shit.
Hex has been kind of a king of the hill scenario, not the cartoon, but just like, no, I want to be king. No, I want to be king. No, I want to be king. So like everybody exit liquids each other and there's nothing to be king of anymore.
I know, king of shit, right? And I still hold the coin. I believe in it because the community is still like Richard did such a good job in the last cycle that like there's really like there's real true believers. I believe in it. So like I'll say this, like there's stakes that I've unstaked recently from the copies, right? That are like that I paid like half an Ethereum for that today. I unstake them and they're even no matter how bad Hex is down and everything's down, they're worth fucking 4 Ethereum, 5 Ethereum. Not bad of an investment.
Yeah, no,
that I paid them, and it was like what is it? It's $150 of Hex that I staked for how many years? 2019 to today. How many years is that? It's fucking 6 years.
Yeah,
6 years have passed. 6 years of yielding Hex on it, and they're worth. I could sell them right now. I could sell that Hex down, and it'd be like 4 Ethereum plus.
Nice.
That's long-term holder, right? And that's not me emergency unstaking. Even after all these years, I still gained on my ETH after all these years. But of course, you buy the top. You're like, of course, so there's timing, of course. But making it not cool. Now what's happened is all these retards are like, haha, you guys are so stupid. This is the whole thing. That's the shit why I was shitting on like all these influencers that are like, all season's over. I sold Bitcoin. You guys are stupid. You're pissing a lot of people off and you're creating competition because that's what will happen is people don't forget that negative energy.
Yep.
And later on, you'll have more competition on your ass and you're actually making more traders. And now you end up finding out that you're not as good because there's more players in the game. So like the Island Boys, 5-10x the amount of competition. Now there's fucking 10x less people staking Hex. Now everyone has a big liquid bag, and now there's a lot of people selling now.
Yep.
And guess what? Now, you're not that good of a trader anymore because there's fucking 10 times or maybe you're just a condescending cunt.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, oh, you created all this. So for you to be right, you now have 10 times the competition. And now guess what? Now you're not doing so good anymore. And that's why a lot of the island boys are not so happy in Puerto Rico and across the fucking Asia Pacific and everywhere else they're at. Because now, like, when Richard got rid of the yield now, and they can't they can't do these monthly stakes anymore to pay for their fucking condos and shit. Now they're fucking crying on couches.
Yeah, you got to go collect some cans.
You got to go collect cans now. And now there's, and this is why I've told people, this is why, like, regardless, you can bet big on the ecosystem, but you build outside of it. This is why, like, I got shit on this even back then. I was a black sheep of like the fucking.
Oh no, yeah, you've been kind of like, wow, this is the one thing like about us that I think is really good.
Yeah.
But also it doesn't lend to like virality always.
Right.
It is just like we're not paid by anybody. We can say what we want. We're not like subject to one ecosystem. We're profit maxis.
Right.
We
do have loyalty, but
we have loyalty, but we're coin agnostic, right?
Yes.
We'll buy other stuff, even though it's like verboten by the community to buy any other coin. Well, it used to be, right?
Right.
But like, whereas everybody else toes the company line or drinks the Kool-Aid and regurgitates what the cult says, because if you don't say it, you're not really part of the cult. So like I think that's why like we've been kind of like viewed as kind of like fringe or on the in crypto in general.
It's bad sometimes, but it's really good long term for us.
No, I mean because we're right.
Because we're right.
Yeah, I mean go back and watch. If you just watch that clip that I played on my channel last night when I played Moon Gang episode 1, both of us were like dead on.
You know how right we were.
From a very young age, I knew everyone was wrong and I was right. I'm literally never wrong. And if I ever am wrong, it's just because I didn't have enough information or I was too early. I'll say something, no one will believe me. It won't happen. Then some time passes, and then all of a sudden, what do you know? I was right. That's the only way that I'm slightly wrong. And even then I'm wrong for a little bit. I was never really wrong. And I just love when I finally see the proof of what my gut was telling me, when it finally comes true, and then everybody understands. I knew in my gut, and I should have trusted it more, and it did become true. I didn't have any reason to believe it. I just knew something. My intuition was right. And it's honestly scary how often I'm right and how often my intuition is spot on. And honestly, there are times where I'll say that I'm wrong and you're right, because at that moment, that was the right thing to do. It was the right thing to say. So technically, bear with me here, I'm still right. And I wouldn't even mind admitting when I'm wrong, because honestly, it would give me a break from always being right, but it just doesn't happen. I just always knew this from a young age, that everybody's wrong and that I'm right. I just think there's some people that are typically wrong and there's some people that are always right. And I think I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I don't think it. I know it.
I know it. I'll let you be right this time.
Right.
But I know you're wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Well, let's play the rest of the video. Let's see what he has to say. I'll go back a tiny bit. But yeah, he's looking a little ragged. You can tell he's.
I think there was a report out there. I don't know if it's true. It's alleged, not substantiated. He might have spent or used or lost like $2 billion.
Whoa.
I'm assuming to hold up the token or to try to get the project forward. But because the market really hasn't been moving for altcoins, he's kind of like Richard, been kind of spinning wheels in the mud a lot, because just we haven't had enough momentum for alt season.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
that's a legend.
I don't know if
That's
money
a legend.
well spent, but like it's kept the coin in. It's
kept
still
it
there.
alive.
It's kept it alive, Richard. Oh,
is it on?
You don't have the volume?
To the conversation. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You've contributed nothing. You built nothing. You've achieved nothing. And if that's how you want to live your life, and you take that attitude into everything, I want to lose some weight. You'll never do it. You're a fatty. I want to get a better job. No one will hire you. You're stupid. AI is going to take all of our jobs away. Imagine how miserable every waking moment. I need to get a better relationship. No one will ever date you. Fat and stupid and poor. Imagine how miserable your life would be. And is.
Bro, what a banger.
Miserable, poor.
Fat. Bro, this might be the new banger, bro. I'm going to chop this up.
You just got to chop it the right way.
You want to live your life, and you take that attitude into everything. I want to lose some weight. You'll never do it. You're a fatty. I want to get a better job. No one will hire you. You're stupid. AI is going to take all of our jobs away. Imagine how miserable every waking moment. I need to get a better relationship. No one will ever date you. Fat and stupid and poor. Imagine how miserable your life would be. and is.
Stupid poor.
I think he's sick of Zoomer black pills.
Mm.
That's really what it is. It's like because like it's not like the millennials are in their thing right now, but like the new crop this cycle has been the Zoomers, right? Kyle's generation, 20-year-olds, and they're all fucking black pill fucking like give uppers.
Yeah, they're just like, I want my 2x on a meme coin and I'm fucking out.
I'm out and shit. That's damn, dude. That's crazy. But I get it. I mean, I totally get where he's coming from on this. In the first half, I think it's a little bit of crying the building. Like I get tired of the dev shit, like a little bit like just because you dev something doesn't, who cares?
Yeah.
It
You can
has
have
to
as
do
many
something.
GitHub commits as you want, but if nobody uses the goddamn chain, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck? You can create something. I can create something not as good as what he creates, but because people use it, it's now the meta.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's what it is.
Yeah.
There's a marketing side to it. But also the other side he was talking about too is like, yeah, that whole like how he was absolutely right about what's happening with this generation and even all generations right now is we have this doomer side and just because the economy's bad. Because right, like I said, I was saying this earlier on the stream. Too,
Think about how doomer millennials have been especially over the 2010s after the financial crisis.
That was fucking bad.
Right? And then just imagine that basically Zoomers came out twice as worse.
Yeah.
In the sense of like they have like you think boomers are like, oh, we had it bad, guys, and
Miss Vietnam. Missed Vietnam.
Yeah, right. And then you had Gen X, which was just whatever, a footnote.
Yeah.
And then you had the millennials basically being like,
who?
Damn, we can't fucking buy a house, bro. This shit's crazy. We're in debt like crazy. And then the Zoomers coming out be like, yeah, I can't afford rent. And then the Gen Alpha, what are they going to come out with? Basically being like hyperinflation. Fuck. Yeah, where's the soundboard when you need it? Perfect.
Yeah, and it's just you have to have hope. Like in this world, it's like no hope. It's like one of this is something that when I got into the red pill, I still hate this. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. I hate it's such a cop out. Dude.
Yeah,
just for you, bro. It's like and like I'm not trying to make this into any. I'm gonna mention one thing about race, and I say the reason that the
Martin
race
Luther King Day, so it's appropriate.
Actually. But this about the reason the race thing is so big right now is because the economy's bad.
Yeah.
When the economy's booming during 21, what race shit were we talking about? Nothing.
Yeah.
We always like bitches are stupid, right? Like besides
that's always
always a constant no matter what. These bitches are stupid. But besides that, right? That's a constant, right? But like it's just the sort of thing because the economy's bad right now. Like with communities are attacking each other, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, people are pissed off.
People are pissed off, and they're like, we got to start blaming this now. Obviously, like I think forever the government, like I think what's happened as well is like the government has always like stolen like 10 to 20% of whatever the government spends is fucking fraud.
Mm.
It's just the budget's getting so gigantic that fraud is massive now.
Yeah,
massive.
Percentage wise of like what it is, like that'd be interesting to look at too.
Yeah. And someone in the chat earlier, just because I didn't get a chance to answer this, is like someone had said, we were getting some spicy stuff because of MLK Day today, Charlie. But and I want you to answer this because you're a perfect person to answer this, right? So like no, like it has my
white cracker no.
From Minnesota.
Oh my God, you're the worst of the worst. You
let Somalis here.
I taught some of them English. Oh my God.
You're part of the problem.
Part of the problem, not the solution.
You're part of the 1%.
I should have networked and gone in on daycare centers. God damn it. I wasted my time buying Bitcoin. And
How funny would it be if your parents owned a bunch of
daycare centers? I'd be like, you know the smart thing about daycare centers is don't sell the top, sell it before anybody notices what's going on, and then just slip away. No.
Parents, Charlie, how'd your parents
anyways,
retire?
what was the question?
Okay, the question. okay, so here's the question. So the question was basically like there's actually, as a matter of fact, a lot of white people are actually just intelligent maxing, and I was like, I can tell you that's not true. I think maybe there's a little bit there with Silicon Valley because there's some very smart Asian women that get into Silicon Valley,
right?
Like so, that's sort of like you're already gravitating a lot smarter people into that little ecosystem, and I could see that because these guys say, like Sneeko was saying, like, I want a girl that I can talk to, and then Justin Waller was making fun.
That was
you want to talk to them? But anyway, regardless or not, right? But that's not true because I grew up during the whole the birth of the red pill coming up and everything, and then the whole geomaxing, and then that's turned into like passport bros. It's because guys aren't having sex. So they're like, the reason people are going to Asia is because it's easier to fuck these girls from Asia. The reason people are going to Mexico or Latin America is because it's easier to fuck these women.
Well, I think what it is people can't discern.
Yeah.
Basically a new race, the details, because what you see with white guys in Asia is the first like couple of years that they're in Asia, they're always dating some fucking fugly looking chick.
Yes.
And it's just
you
like
put me onto this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And
And so it's like what I think it is it's like, oh, I'm in a new area. Like this is just fun. Right? And then you start discerning the details a little bit later. And it's the same whether you go to Latin America, whether you go to Asia, whether you go to, wherever it is that you're trying to do. Right. But I think the world these days with AI and everything, but the other thing about white people and Asian people specifically, the reason why they get along is because they do kind of value the nuclear family unit in the same way. Right. And so they have a lot of similar like familial goals,
cultural stuff,
goals with family. Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. But like, it's a cop out to say that these guys, maybe the new ones right now, because unless you know
a mix.
It's always a mix, right?
Yeah, I would go to 80-20 principle.
Yeah, 80% of guys are just going to other countries because they can't get laid here.
Yeah.
Miguel.
Period.
I want to ask something for both of you and Charlie, because you guys are different millennial age, right?
Sure.
In your generation, right after high school, how many of you guys have gotten married? Like right after high school?
Quite a few. I knew quite a few people that got married. Yeah.
Yeah, a handful. I mean, because I was from like a rural area, relatively speaking. So like more people did get married like in their, but I would say more people got married in college.
Yeah. Let's say pre-25 then.
Pre-25?
Oh, 25.
25 and under, right?
Okay,
25 and under.
Maybe 20%?
20%.
Because I knew a lot of guys that went to the military. All my military guys got married,
and then got divorced,
divorce rate.
And then I actually knew quite a lot in our area that got married. But it's actually, that's funny you say 25, because around like the middle of the 2010s, this was the social media side, because it's like the divorce rate stories started coming out like crazy on social media. This is like 15, 17, 16. Those era. Then the amount of marriages I saw like sharply went down. But I knew a ton. I mean, 2009, I knew guys from high school that got married right to their high school sweethearts.
That's exactly.
I know guys who like immediately as soon as they were like 17, 18, 19 and they were having kids and shit. I'm like, and they were like, when you watch their posts on Facebook, they were just like, bruh, like because they couldn't really they couldn't really go after what they wanted to go after to try to build stuff. They had to basically like fight, to fend for their family in the early days, and so they kind of spent their 20s building, which is good, but sometimes that kind of keeps you in a spot instead of like allowing you to actually grow.
This is not a crypto channel, you guys.
No. Never.
DCC who?
I don't know. So I need to remove that crypto.
Dollar cost clips.
Dollar cost clips.
Instead of dollar
How to
cost
get rich in crypto? Buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. 50% of your money. The rest high risk assets. And if the high risk stuff you chose doesn't work, the Bitcoin and Ethereum save your butt.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Well, this is what I asked.
Do that for 8 years, rich as fuck.
Well, this is what I asked too. What Moonpill Rational Optics is saying is like, I knew 30% got married under 25, 50% of them divorced.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I mean, with less sexual partners, I wanted to see if more are getting, they might fight for it a little more and keep that marriage.
Yeah, and divorce with kids, which
exactly, which is always the change.
Yeah.
Well, when the stream's over, my brother, I actually go out like how to get crypto rich. I almost have like, once you get past the 15 minutes of like intro, the first 30 minutes is like completely about how to get crypto rich and a lot of life lessons. And then we just go into a lot of topics that people ask us here on the show. We keep jumping back to money. So it's kind of like what's happening now in social media, then back into crypto coins. And then it just jumps back and forth. But there's a lot of life lessons going on because how to get crypto rich is about your decisions.
Right.
And this is why we keep coming back to the red pill, because we call ourselves the red pill of finance, but it's because this is where like it's all going. We're talking about technology, we're talking about social media, we're talking about our money. It's all fusing into one thing.
Yeah, crypto is becoming more mainstream and getting used geopolitically. So I think like politics, global politics, right, and global finances are now becoming a thing that you have to pay attention to really deeply as well.
It's all merging together, and also the sort of thing because it's getting harder to open a real life business and stuff because it's all being monopolized. The social media side of it's becoming so if it's the squeaky wheel gets all the grease. So it's the sort of thing where like in order to be successful in the future, like you have to have people, you have to have some social media presence. I mean, Michael Sartain talks about this. I mean, we've talked about this for a long time, but Michael Sartain has a lot of great content on this. But you want to be the most well-known guy in your local area because then more opportunities just come to you.
Yeah, it's advertising.
It's advertising. Yeah, it's really important and stuff. But if you want to go to a place that we talk 24/7 crypto and peptides, yeah, join the Citadel. For every month you're in the Citadel, you get $50 off the next crypto mindset course. I will be doing a call. So after Charlie's streaming tomorrow at what time?
3:30 Pacific. Yeah.
So around probably like when he's done around 7 o'clock
Yep.
Moon Gang time, Pacific Standard Time, I will be doing a unrecorded voice chat calls with you guys in the Citadel tomorrow. I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I will be doing a voice chat with you guys in the Citadel.
Nice.
So join up. Usually we got a couple hundred people in there, so it's pretty lively.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah, super cool. But just to go back to that, like most guys are just trying to get like the thing is if you look at what's been going on social media, is like what's happening. Men are not getting laid, so men are really like direct. We're direct lines. We're like we're tool based. We look at like, okay, I have this problem. How do I solve it? And then people have been trying here and failing even here in the States. So they're saying, fuck, I'm just not hitting over here. Let me save up my money. My money goes longer in other countries. I go to other countries. I'm taller. I'm different. It's a different. You could be like, you could be the same level of good looking or ugly in some other country, but because you're foreign, you're kind of an oddity. So that makes you more unique, and that allows you to, basically do better with women. And on top of that, if your money is literally worth 10 times, 20 times more in that foreign country, you're richer, and then you start getting laid, and then people then turn their success or woes into a virtue and say, no, the reason I really let me tell you why women from Thailand are the best. Because they fuck you. That's the truth.
Well, not the ones that get you back.
They get you back. Yeah. You could say for Japan, like, let me tell you why Japan's the best. And Japan's awesome, but like, let me tell you why Japan's the best, or let me tell you why Colombian women are the best. Let me tell you why Brazilian women are the best.
Yeah, that's why whenever anybody asks me, because we've talked about it, sparingly before, but just generally, there's only a few. I guess if you're looking at it like a Monopoly board, right? There's only a few types that we maybe haven't gone for here and there, but like when people ask you like what's your favorite type or whatever, it's like women. You know what I mean? Like they all are the same everywhere in the world. It's just like the cultural differences.
Show that Twitter video you showed me. You sent it to me on my on messages. The one where it's American guy. He got it. He Americanized his Asian. Or what was it? Filipino wife, and then she leaves him.
Yeah. I'll put it in a minute. I'd have to upload it and stuff. But yeah, I got you. But
yeah, I think in terms of like the crazy Asian wife or whatever,
right?
Like what's the movie Dodgeball?
Right?
That's
like dodgeball.
Yeah, like that one in there. There's like that angry Asian wife with the visor on the whole thing or whatever.
Yeah, the hustler.
the guy just gets stuck into like the worst marriage ever.
I will say this though. I'm gonna be for real. Asian men and women are next level degenerate gamblers.
Oh yes.
Ooh, that is a stereotype. I've seen it here in Vegas.
Bro,
it's not even a joke. These dudes are on it, dude.
I had an old ass Filipino dude where was I at New Orleans.
Yeah,
I was there for we were playing some craps down there for a little bit.
Playing baccarat.
Craps. The craps. That old man was telling me he was literally like, no, do this. Changed up the whole board. We were winning for a minute.
Then he put on game, Kyle.
Yeah, dude, they put on game.
They're good at math.
Doing math.
That's what I heard.
Max out those odds. What are you doing? You're leaving money on the table. But what if he hits a 7? You're leaving the money on the table. But the CMC meetup will have a civilian car wash. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, and this is what I was talking about earlier about, I think, like back when the whole part of the red pill at that time, because there wasn't this black pill of it, was just like there wasn't this whole race side of it really. It was more of like, I want to fuck a pretty girl. I mean,
that's where the red pill came from, right?
Yeah. But it wasn't about like the whole race thing is because the economy's bad right now, and they're just like,
I see where you're kind of bringing it together. Okay,
yeah.
I see
it's
that.
like
I see that.
I want you wouldn't care. You're like, I fucked this pretty white girl. I fucked this pretty Latina girl. I fucked this pretty Asian. It was just like, I fucked this hot. It was about hot girls.
Yeah.
I mean,
what are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean,
now it's like, I won't fuck a hot Italian girl anymore because I need to fuck a girl with blonde hair and blue eyes and stuff. Or like, it's like, no, I only fuck these black foxy girls now, or like, whatever the fuck it is. Like, and whatever it becomes super racist for no fucking reason. Where like, no, now there's this IQ stuff. It's like, bros would fold in 2 seconds. So you got some really like 9 out of 10 hot ass chick, and you were like, I'm not going to date her and fuck her because she's not going to increase the intelligence of my children. I don't think so.
That's
dude.
dumb.
That's dumb. You're in the fold, bro.
Well,
like
to combat like all that, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it just comes from the red pill also pushing men having preferences and them taking that out of whack? Because Red pill. I mean, it's to give.
This is really
accountability.
recent. There's nothing wrong with having preferences.
Well, yeah.
Well, whenever you get a bunch of guys in the room, right, they say like, "Oh, I have a preference for this. I have a preference for that," and then at the end of the day, they get a choice. They're like, they don't have a preference.
I've seen dudes at clubs who are trying to get what they can.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the end of the day.
But
I have a
that's-
preference, but like this is what I'm fishing right now, so that's what I'm eating.
Yeah. Oh, I like this tuna.
That's a good one.
God damn, it's not water. And then I literally talked about goth girls being fucking like not showering and shit.
Oh, catfish.
Yeah. And then there's a reason for that because the goth girls, right? Like
some moldy sushi.
What's that fermented soybean called? Natto.
Oh, natto.
Natto.
Bro, no. Towards the pounding.
But the reason towards they're pushing that was a bit of a psyop as well. The reason they're pushing that is because the large portion of the population, they're trying to push more people to do that because that segment can still get pregnant right now, and they're just like, "What are you trying to push more?"
They're fertile.
There is like whatever what do you call it, NSA, CIA, FBI sort of background that's sort of say, okay, we need to popularize this on social media because to push a birth rate.
Yep.
They don't like at the end of the day, whatever you think, it's about at the end of the day, the actuaries are the real people like telling the organizations what's going on because those are the money people. The people who run the insurance companies have all the numbers on statistics, on the birth rates, on everything. The math, the calculus is this. The bottom of the pyramid, which is the most important part, is our kids being born. The reason China is going to collapse, the reason that most of Europe's going to collapse is because in the next 40 years, half their population is dying.
Right.
They do not. There'd be low replacement level. The only way to save the countries in a fucked up way is basically through immigration. The problem is that countries have to do very strategic, basically immigration. But the problem is that if your countries are Christian and then you're mostly getting people that are like Buddhist would be nice, but like Muslim or something that
like
isn't
the
your
people
religion.
we did the Crusades against. Yeah, that's gonna work. Well.
That's gonna work really well.
That's gonna work really, really well.
You have to immigrate people that are like have somewhat your cultural like background.
Like there's an overlap.
There's an overlap, right? Like it could be a Christian nation, but you're bringing Catholics. They believe in God. It's similar.
Yeah, the Catholics and the Lutherans, they don't like each other much, but hey, when push comes to shove, they're not that bad.
That's why the immigration that happened from Mexico and from Latin America worked in America is because one, the people are already there on the West Coast already,
and the food's amazing.
Okay, regardless, every culture food except for the UK.
Yeah, UK food is trash, except for bangers and mash. Bangers and mash is legit.
I haven't had that. What is that?
It's just
sausage.
Sausage and mashed potatoes. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. Bangers and mash. Oh, okay.
It's with gravy, right? Yeah,
that looks good.
Yeah,
actually,
you can what do you call it? Make a good bangers mash, put the right spices on it.
People hating on
shit.
That looks bad. Okay,
Yeah,
that looks terrible. That looks
like
terrible. The presentation is horrible on that one. But white blondes are getting extinct. I feel bad. But also, what's happening too is like
go to Minnesota, bro. There's plenty of them.
I know
they're all kind of mid, in my opinion. But
you have to go. You have to go. Like this is another red pill thing. And Sartain, a bunch of people in the red pill say this too. You have to if you like. You have to go like if you want a blonde girl, blue eyes, go where the fish are at.
Yeah.
Go to Minnesota or go to
Canada,
or go to those. You have to like. I'm trying to find a fucking blue eyes white dragon.
Go to friggin' Norway.
In Africa.
Fishermen have a fishing
Sweden.
spot.
I'm in Nigeria and I can't fucking find a blind white girl and shit.
No way.
You're in Nigeria. What the fuck are you talking about? There's not one snowbody in the fucking Serengeti.
Boise, Ohio, Idaho.
You're literally in a food desert. if you're like,
go to Nashville, bro. Go to Nashville.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a black girl that isn't Somalian in fucking Minnesota. Well,
you got some choices, but
some choices,
not
but
quite as many. No.
Like go to New Orleans if you want a black girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like or go to Atlanta. It's the thing is your people are fishing for things and they're being retarded. They're like, I'm trying to fish for bass. In a creek or in like whatever the fuck.
You fishing for saltwater.
Yeah.
Saltwater ones in a freshwater.
That's the whole thing. It's like I want a Latina. Go to LA.
Down south, baby.
What are you doing? It's like that. That's the whole thing. But the thing is, here's the problem: is that people have these preferences, but they're geolocked because they suck at money and they're not moving where they want to. There's a bit of that grift there.
A lot of people are pussies, and like when it comes to like, hey, bro, like move your entire life for like a month and then go to a couple different places and then try what you like. You know? But basically, if you if you can't be away from your family like it's a 3-hour plane ride to get back home. Like it's the farthest I've ever been away from home in my life. It's like, bro, like
you get over that quick.
You get over that really quick. I mean, but it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, being able to be around your family and stuff that, you know, is really, really important. But at the same time, like you got to kind of, you know, strike it on your own too.
If you want more morals and stuff, you could actually go. I mean, Utah is so fucking boring. Fuck,
Bro.
you have to pay me some,
Salt Lake City.
Oh my
Dude,
god,
when
bro.
I was skiing,
never again, Charlie.
I was skiing in Utah for New Year's or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I heard somebody in the line ask one of the guys, because of the guys like from Salt Lake City, and he was like, "How's Salt Lake?" And the guy was like trying to think of a way to like, he's like,
"How's Salt Lake?"
He's like, "It's clean.
It is very clean. It is very clean.
It's quiet.
The views
you
are
know?
beautiful.
The views are beautiful. The
Incredible
skiing's
for hiking.
great.
Great for hiking.
The nightlife is trash.
Very, very trash.
Yeah.
But if you find a woman from there, you'll end up having a little more family values there. It's true. It's very.
I mean,
true.
maybe you can have multiple wives if you're the right kind of Mormon.
Yeah. You got the wallet for it.
But
multiple wives, you say? Well,
always, you know, be careful that the religion's crazy a little, or that some people take that the wrong way.
All religions, bro. They're
Extremes.
All extremes are crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, if you're not domineering enough, but like if you're alpha enough, or like whatever alpha is, but if you're like, you know, attraction happens and stuff like that, like they'll bend to your will. And then the thing is, regardless of now, you're gonna have to deal with the family anyway. So it's like you have to, like you marry a chick, you marry to their family. Too. It just is what it is.
Utah doesn't have real beer.
Yeah, they don't have gambling. But we can crypto gamble, so that's enough for That's enough.
Yeah, I can degenerate gamble any day of the week for 365 from anywhere in the world on Solana. So
there is some degenerate gamblers that sports gamble in Utah, of course, illegally. But there's a ton of people that just do all. I mean, it's gambling what they do in the stock market, and they're in Utah too. But the thing is, it's like you have to go where you're trying to find, you know. But that's being smart. But people are dumb, you know. It's like people like they want I want a certain type of thing, but it's not in my backyard. You see the whole fucking dating game's retarded. Well, maybe where you're dating's retarded.
Yeah,
for what you're looking for, you know, nobody's on sale. That's right. Anyone could be a nobody. But that's just what it is. But this is why the red pill is really important. But like, there's just a lot of cry fagging going around and stuff like that. And then
in general,
and then, you know, people like miss opportunities and stuff like that. And then, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm not saying life's not fair, but it's like sometimes you have to work.
Life absolutely isn't fair. But if you actually like try to do something about it every single day, just like one thing. Who was it? It was Tim Ferriss. A lot of people probably like, oh my God, like
4-hour work week. Yeah.
4-hour work week got me started. Like I was already like to some extent started on entrepreneurial stuff in some aspects, but the actual book, The 4-Hour Work Week, got me like a little delusional enough to like go and try some crazy shit. And then like just got your mindset in the right space. But if you go and listen to some of the stuff that he says or whatever, you know, he talks about the same thing, right? He's like, go out there, learn some stuff, do some stuff, right? Iterate over and over again. But he talks about, you know, how everybody's like, oh, I'm a crazy multitasker. He's like, be a single tasker, right? Like at least get that one thing done per day that's going to improve you towards where your goals are, whatever they are, or towards a goal, right? Focus. And if you do that, like you can't lose, right? Yeah. But to some extent, like know your limitations as well, know your strengths, play towards those at first. It's kind of like when you're starting a business, one of the phrases that I like to use is, and this was true in whether you're with a company or your own business, which is like, if you're a salesperson, right? The first thing is go for the money or go towards the money, right? So like for how I started Cultivate Crypto was, $75 an hour consultations, selling my time.
What a deal.
I made $150 a week, you know, ka-ching, you know, and
killing it
at the beginning in 2019. But, you know, that starts getting the ball rolling. Okay. Now I have a service that I can charge for. I'm still, you know, trading my time for money, but I got something in the door. Okay. And then that leads you to build other stuff around that. And then, you know, actually build a business. But everybody is like, no, I want to borrow from Mark Cuban, $500,000, and I'm gonna go all in on, you know, freaking mug coolers or something, bro. Trust me, this is the play. We're gonna sell this, and then they waste so much time and effort doing something that's not gonna make them any money because they didn't make money on a small scale first.
Yeah,
right. So that's why people kind of suck at that. But like single tasking, I do think is really effective. If you really are like, I can't focus, I can't get anything done, I never get any of my goals accomplished, I always give up after January on all my New Year's resolutions, right? Then just focus on that single thing, get something done towards that every single day. If you get extra stuff done towards any other goals, great, but go towards that. And then if you can at least get that, then you have enough momentum, you get some confidence, and you're like, okay, now I can do other things too. And like, then you just keep building on that. But like, it's getting that snowball started, getting it rolling before you get the avalanche. But everybody wants, the success right away.
You have to market test as well. You have to let's just bare bones this, launch it just to see what happens, and then we can fix and while it's running.
Move fast and break things is good for sure. Sometimes.
Except for managing people's money. That's fucking dangerous.
Well, yeah, and that's why people kind of like had against crypto. You can't move fast and break things in finance. Well, Bitcoin has, and it's doing all right.
Not too shabby. Read that last super chat, Kyle.
Yep. We got
that one,
Pedestradamus with the $5 super chat saying, is there a reason why companies such as Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance are reluctant to add Pulse Chain to their platform?
Yeah. Well,
he's not at the cool kid table. That's part of it.
It's not the cool kids table. The other part is they want payola. Now, Coinbase has said they've changed that a little bit now, but there's still payola. They want payola. A lot of these exchanges, especially Binance, want a certain percentage of the fucking supply that they basically dump over time. That's a big part of where their profit comes from, especially earlier on. I think now they're making more on fees and they've got other products, but usually they're big net dumpers of the token as well. So it's this whole thing where you have to give them cash or a ton of coins or both, and then you're on the exchange, and then basically they just dump down your token and shit. But then
essentially they want you to bend the knee if you're looking at like Game of Thrones terms.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the other part is too is that there was some regulatory stuff because he was getting sued by the SEC. We won. But there's still a red note. There's still a red notice on him over there in Europe right now. So once the red notice goes away, that it has in the Eurozone. I think we're pretty much golden at that point. But regardless or not, the coin is a very DeFi heavy coin, so it doesn't matter really. But I think something like EHEX could be listed pretty easily. I think if there's any coin that could be listed, it's EHEX.
Yeah,
I could see maybe Pulse Chain just because EHEX has been around since 2019, and it's all the liquidity and everything is on Uniswap on Ethereum.
Right.
So that's all you needed. Honestly, if I could just say one thing, now this is hindsight 2020, we probably should have only had Pulse Chain launch, and then we should have just had a system state copy, or not a system state copy. What we should have had is this isn't perfect, but let's just say the Hex system copied over onto Pulse Chain, but then you'd have to bridge over your Hex and create brand new stakes.
You sunset the Ethereum side.
Yeah. Well, not sunset. It's still there in order to get coins, but it'd be expensive to get coins out. That would limit supply. And then if you want, basically any new stakes would in the future, it'd still be the same amount of payouts and everything, but it would be on this side. So you couldn't double tap it. But now you can unstake 1 year or rolling stakes for cheap on Pulse Chain. And then we'd only have 2 coins. We'd only have Pulse Chain. And then the PulseX platform would have just burned Pulse Chain. So it would have been L1 burning. And then you would have Hex with 1 token that's all on Ethereum. That the large supply would have been started. All stakes would have started on Pulse Chain for cheap. And I think that would have been less coins, more concentrated, less coins to buy. And then the ink token would have whatever the ink token. We would have had 3 tokens instead of 5 tokens, more concentrated. And then there's less places DCA. So my money, all my PulseX money would all be Pulse Chain Hex.
Right. And if you think about it, the only reason for Pulse X is simply because there wasn't enough money sacked for Pulse Chain. So, hey, let's get more money. Yeah. Right. Versus it's actually a good thing that there weren't that many players on the Pulse Chain side, because then when it comes out, right, all of a sudden, boom, you get a bunch of buyers coming in because there's more demand than supply, and everybody, didn't get enough of the pie to begin with. But no, hey, we need more runway because it's gonna. Yeah, I think at that point they probably already Richard probably already thought it's going to be a couple of years before I actually launch this thing. And so they did kind of wear a little thin there.
Yeah, well, regardless or not, within the next 3 months we will get the ProveX token launching. That'll be bloody bullish. I think we'll get a nice up move in the ecosystem, a dump afterwards, and then I think he'll roll out the actual features for it throughout the year of 26, which is good. So there's some good stuff coming out, and if we do get a ramp up in crypto, we will get a run in Pulse Chain.
Yeah,
the worst, no matter how bad Pulse Chain's been, there's always at least one run up a year.
Yeah, and I would say the biggest thing for Pulse Chain is Ethereum above 5,200 is really consequential for Pulse Chain, just because it is so tied to Ethereum on a technical level as well.
Correct. And if we actually get a run in Ethereum, even Sonic will pump. Everything will pump. Even Starknet will pump. Which I actually didn't know that. I guess Eric Wall was a big proponent of StarkNet. So-
Yeah, because he's trying to like basically kiss the ass of the Bitcoin maxis and all that stuff. Yeah.
But regardless, thank you so much for joining, you guys. Join the Citadel, you guys. I will be doing a call tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time after Charlie's stream. Charlie's streaming tomorrow and the whole week. Actually, you're streaming. The whole week.
Every day, Tuesday through Friday, 3 to 3:30 p.m. Pacific, 6 to 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We're starting. We generally run about an hour and a half to 2 hours, so should be a good time. And what do you call it? Yeah, Coinbase at Davos is an interesting thing to watch out for this week.
Yeah. You know, one thing I will say about the 4-hour work week, it should be the 4-hour daily work. It's like,
oh yeah,
like that's probably more like once you got the business at some point, you could just work 4 hours.
Tim Ferriss is like, I know I have to go viral with the title,
which is true. And he even said later on, he's like, yeah, it's true. But he's like, in order to, when I got a business to that point, it's because I put so many hours beforehand before I got it on autopilot.
Yep.
At that point.
I mean, technically, he's the reason why I became an English teacher, because there's a book called Vagabond, written by one of his friends that was pretty good about like traveling the world and subsidizing that by what do you call it, being an English teacher, because you can do that pretty much anywhere. I was like, not a bad idea.
Hey, with that, thank you so much for joining, you guys. Check you guys in the Citadel. See you tomorrow, man. Peace.